Back home, my beautiful town that becomes less and less beautiful each time I fucking leave it. But we're back. I'm back. Nick is here. I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. And you might think I'm lying. Nick was telling me, some of you were in the replies, like, how is he ever going to accomplish this? It was really easy. Believe it or not. It was really easy. Deleted all the social media apps off my phone the moment my flight left. Deleted news apps. And just lived life, folks. What a great life it is. This beautiful city. What happened here? What's happened here in the last 2 weeks? That's what I'm about to find out. And across the NBA as well. I'm terrified. This is the scared. This is the most scared I've ever been on a stream. Mavs finals games haven't even topped this. I don't know what it is. I think it's in my brain. I've concocted so many things over the last 2 weeks that now I'm about to find out the truth. I don't have chat open. Just a few housekeeping things. Chat, I'm not opening it or reading it till the end of the stream. I paused donations and members, so I won't. I'll read all of those. If you want to donate, it's my birthday. So, but hey, it doesn't mean you have to donate. But if you want to donate, feel free to. Go ahead and I'll read them afterwards. I know nothing. I don't want to get spoiled. I don't want to go 2 weeks without knowing anything. Just get spoiled because John Johnson wanted to donate $5 to be a fucking funny guy for once in his life and spoil the whole thing for all of us, okay? So Nick's here. We're about to go on. I'm not going to waste any time. I'll tell you guys how great my trip was. Was it a great trip? Yeah, it was a great trip. London's the best city on the planet, okay? Dallas is a close second, but, maybe like a public transit station right there. Can we squeeze one in right there? And then boom, it takes a train down here. Maybe a train up here takes you down here. Maybe a little bit more walkable city. Maybe you can walk right here to a sandwich shop on the corner. None of that shit exists in Dallas. I'm buying time because I'm scared. I'm rambling. I'm talking. What's the vibes, guys? How many people are in here? I don't even know. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm everything in between. It's my birthday. Don't make any funny jokes. I'm not even 30 years old yet, so watch your mouth. Are you as old as the number on your shirt? No, I'm not. Shut the fuck up. There's no 3 involved in my age or 4. Seriously, imagine being over 30 years old. Ugh. Gross. All right, I'm not going to waste any more time. Nick Angstadt, join the stage. Join the stage, Nick Angstadt. Everyone give him a slightly biased welcome. The slightly biased community welcome. Everyone's telling, there he is, everyone. Joining me on my penthouse balcony.
I know all.
He can attest because he's been in my apartment for about 40 minutes. And can you just tell I don't know anything?
He honestly doesn't know anything. This is very true. I quizzed him a little bit.
The closest I got was an email from the Mavs official. Look, I drooled all over myself. The Mavs official.
He's just the rumors. He's just ready.
Yes.
He's ready. He's primed and ready to go.
The Mavs sent me an email that was like, welcome your new Dallas Mavs. That's all I saw. So I know there's new Mavericks. That's not a surprise. Every team gets new players in the offseason. I know there's multiple. Who is it? Is it Paul George? Is it Klay Thompson? Is it Dorian Finney-Smith? Is it fucking Dennis Smith Jr.? I don't know. I don't know who it is. I don't know where anyone went. I'm being dead serious. And I want to, Christian, come here. So this is my boy. We went to Europe together. Also a huge basketball fan. We both blacked out on this trip, unplugged, and we don't know shit.
Don't know anything. Can attest to it.
It sounds hard to believe, but it's much easier than you would think.
Absolutely.
It genuinely is. I thought it'd be hard, but it wasn't at all. It wasn't at all. We made friendship bracelets. They're pretty sick. We spent a lot of money on them. That was probably too much money. All right, we're just going to get into it. We have a PowerPoint here that was put together by somebody else, an unpaid intern on mine. I did not do this. So before any of you say, how'd you make the PowerPoint? I'm knowing everything that you guys are probably thinking to try and discredit this.
Sent him a list of 30 names. Some of them completely true, some of them completely false.
Were you guys watching this? Is the audio good on this? Could somebody make sure the audio sounds good on the stream? Because we don't have it pulled up. Or chat.
Somebody turn your chat off.
Because the chat is off, so I don't know if the audio is good or bad. I'm just gonna assume good. It looks good on my screen. This was the song I played all. This is the song I played all Mavericks finals run. By the way, I'm really making you guys wait.
That sounds great.
All right, I'm nervous because our first name on here is Paul George.
I also want to just say this is my first time into the slightly biased dojo.
Yeah, first time in the headquarters. What do you think?
It's nice.
Yeah, it's multi-billion dollars, everything. We're actually renovating some spots around here.
We're like, honestly, 50 stories up. I started to get altitude sickness.
Yeah, I warned him before he came up. I said, you might need a harness, you might need an oxygen tank, anything that you might need to traverse Mount Everest. All right, I'm scared about Paul
Okay,
George.
you want to just go player by player?
Yes.
Paul,
Well, what do you think is the best way?
go for it. Go player by player, and then I'll start. Well, as soon as we go through some of the main ones, then I'll share how the night went. Well,
Paul George scares me because he'll tell us a lot about the offseason right here.
Yeah.
So my prediction in my preview stream, I said, let's turn the music off. I said Golden State Warriors because that's where all the smoke felt like it was headed.
Okay.
But then right before I left, Chris Paul's option wasn't picked up.
Okay.
So then that eliminated a sign and trade possibility.
Yep.
Or it's just a straight up trade possibility. And then the only thing was a sign and trade, which I thought would be really hard to pull off. So then I honestly, in my predictions, I thought it was either between the Warriors or this was all ploy on his end to try and get as big of a contract as possible from the Clippers. And so because of that, I think he stayed in LA.
I will tell you he did not go back to the Clippers.
Okay. He's on a new team. It has to be Philly then.
He went back to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You're fucking shitting me.
The Oklahoma City Thunder get Paul George. They bring him back into the fold. They did not. They had cap space.
You're joke. This is a joke.
He's on the Thunder.
You're lying to me, Dave. You're lying to me the first one. Dude.
So what does that mean now for the Mavs, for the Thunder, for everybody?
Okay, I mean, I don't even know what this means for the rest of this offseason because what the fuck do the Sixers do now in my brain?
Yep.
What do the Clippers do now in my brain?
Correct.
Thunder, I never even thought of that as a possibility.
He went back. He loved the fishing there. He loved hanging out.
Okay, we are off to a huge start. I didn't even process this in my brain. I thought the Thunder were a few role guys away.
Yeah. He's kind of a role guy at this point in his career. Did you see him in the playoffs?
I did. I've seen him multiple postseasons. So that makes me wonder then. They probably saw J-Dub and say he's not ready to take on the scoring mantle needed of a number two in a postseason setting. Well, they just got a lot fucking better. Was that just an outright signing?
It was a sign and trade. They were able to pull it off.
Sign and trade. With who? Wait. Then who was involved in this trade?
Well, they didn't have to send much because
that's why I was
much because
confused.
they had some cap space and then they.
Well, I'm trying to think who's under contract for them. Wiggins, Joe, any of them?
He didn't go to the Thunder.
Oh my god, dude! Fuck you! First one? Are you kidding me? Oh my god! That just had me literally floored. That had me just.
We got him, chat.
Holy shit!
The first one.
Wow. Well,
I knew I had to get him early.
Okay,
I knew I had to get him
that
early.
was a good one.
And when I literally walked into his place, he said, "I'm really nervous about where Paul George went."
Well, because I knew he was the first guy, and I was like, wherever he goes is like how the offseason is going to the flow of the offseason. Okay, so Sixers then.
All George went to the Sixers.
Okay, all right.
Signed by the Sixers.
Outright?
He just talked about a whole thing on his podcast about how they did the negotiation where he started with the Clippers and the Clippers' first offer to him was 2 years, 60.
Wow.
And
after the Kawhi extension?
It was during the season, and so he was like, "Wow, that's so disrespectful."
That is a slap in the plate
and
in
then,
his face.
And then after the All-Star, he was like, "It started to mess with me, the negotiation that wasn't going well." And I was like, "Oh, did it mess with you in the playoffs too?" Is that?
Well, I'm very interested in James Harden now.
So James Harden. So let's go to the start of actual how free agency went. So before actual free agency started, so go to James Harden.
Well, it's in order.
Oh, you want? We can just go in order. Let's go in order.
Okay, we'll get to James Harden. We get to him, but that just threw me for such a loop immediately. I was like, wait, what just happened? That was a good one. Okay, Kawhi, I'm assuming didn't get traded.
No, he's still back.
All right.
This is a red herring.
This was a red herring.
This is a red herring for the.
You're not gonna give me twice in a row.
But go back to Kawhi. He did leave a team though.
He's not on Team USA anymore?
He got pulled off Team USA by Team USA and the Clippers. They released a statement the other day that said they're pulling him off.
Because of his knee?
just because he didn't look good in practice.
If I were the Clippers, I would say there's no fucking way you're playing for Team USA. Who's replacing him?
They pulled him off. Guess.
Brunson?
No.
Wow. Trying to think who else was a snub.
There was a guy that just won the.
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
That's who it is?
Nope.
Derrick White?
Derrick White.
Wow, okay. Over
Derrick White
Jaylen
replacing
Brunson?
Kawhi Leonard on Team USA.
All right, I'm interested to see what Twitter had to say about that one. Okay, so
This happened right before free agency started. So, like, we were getting ready, gearing up, time of free agency, and this happened.
a Harden extension?
Extension, 2 years. How much would you give him?
God, if they offered Paul George 60,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go over that, but I'm assuming they did. 80?
70. 2 years, 70 for James Harden to come back with no Paul George now.
35 mil. So they offered him more than Paul George. Or
they gave him more than Paul George. Because eventually, what Paul George said on this podcast is they came back to 3 years. What did they say? Like 3 years.
I can't believe the Paul George Sutter thing. I was literally like.
They came back with 3 years, 150. And then Paul George goes, well, and then they kept talking about how we want you to finish your career here and all this stuff. He's like, well, give me a no trade clause. And they were like, no, we're not giving you no trade. Because they're like, no, we're not going to do that.
No team is giving a player
then he's
a
like,
no
give
trade
me
clause.
4 years, 212. And they're like, no, we're not going to do that for Paul George. And then he got 4 years, 212 on the Sixers.
Okay, so the Sixers threw the bag at him. Is
Yeah.
that the full max he could have signed for?
Full bag.
Okay,
The
all right.
full bag.
Well, let's talk about that real quick for the Sixers.
Yeah.
Well, let's actually wait until the end a little bit because I'm sure they did other things with their cap space.
Couple
I would
things.
have
Yeah,
to
there's a
assume.
couple things I sent.
All right, Harden is interesting. That made me wonder because the 2 for 60 thing. I was like, God, what are they going to give Harden? But okay,
Can't wait to go back and watch chat.
Dude, that was crazy. I was just like, whoa.
I got Christian.
Yeah, everyone was very confused. Hartenstein.
Okay, Hartenstein.
So I'm going to stick with my gut. I picked the Thunder before. It's a perfect fit. I'm just going to say that's where he went, unless it's back to the Knicks. Those would be my 2 guesses.
Hartenstein with the Thunder. This
Okay.
is a real one. He went to the Thunder. 3 years, 3 years.
Okay, let me guess.
How much did you give him?
The number. Well, I'm trying to remember what was the highest the Knicks could give him? Was it like 14 or something like that?
A year?
It's something because of the restrictions on that. I'm going to guess 20.
3 years, $87 million.
Wow. Whoa.
That's close to 30.
Holy shit. Is there like an option involved there?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Wow, that is nearly $30 million a year for Hartenstein. Hey, I love Isaiah Hartenstein. I think if you were just to look at him in a vacuum this past season, he was like a top 50 player damn near.
Team option on the last year.
Okay, team option on the last year. So it's kind of like a Fred VanVleet type deal. Like, we're going to throw you a big bag for basically 2 years when we have a bunch of cap space, and then we have the flexibility to get out of that last year if we wanted to. I like that for them. I really do. I'm sure some Thunder fans weren't in love with the idea of paying him $30 million, but I think that's a great fit.
The thing is, they've got the money. Like they
exactly.
have the money. They had to pay it, and they have to pay it now.
And Paul George didn't happen.
And and this is one of their biggest needs is to bring in a guy that can get rebounds, that can pass a little bit, that can doesn't have to start, can come off the bench.
But can start though.
You're paying him $30 million to live in Oklahoma City.
But he can't. True. But he can start next to
he
Chet,
could.
though.
Yeah, they could.
That's good for them. That's really good for them. That just from a fan of the Mavericks, that makes them much. They were the number 1 seed last year, and that makes them much better, I think. Assuming they didn't lose players.
They did not.
Chris Paul. The last thing I saw before I left was that he didn't pick up his option. Was that a player option or team option? I don't remember. But his option didn't get picked up one way or the other.
It was
I picked Clippers in my preview video, but now I'm thrown for a loop with the Clippers, to be honest with you. But I don't know where else he could go. Maybe the Lakers. Late in his career, ring chasing.
He did the opposite of ring chasing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Opposite of ring chasing.
Yep.
I'm just thinking like Detroit, but there's no fucking way unless they threw him a big bag.
Not as bad as Detroit, but still a bad team last year. Budding young star.
Oh my God, is he on the Spurs?
1 year, $11 million to go to the Spurs.
Wow, that's actually crazy. I think that's a really good get for the Spurs because they had a ton of cap space.
Yep.
And now he can run point. Now he can run point next to Wemby.
Yep.
They won't be like they didn't trade. I'm assuming at least if they picked him up, they didn't trade for like a star. I didn't see Trae Young and Darius Garland on this list, so I'm assuming that those young point
I
guards.
took Trae off last minute. I didn't think it would be believable.
Okay, so man, Nick just came out swinging immediately with the Paul George. It just still has my brain fried a little bit because I'm just trying to read that like the level of shock there. But no, that's really interesting.
Yeah,
I'm interested in Chris Paul's decision there.
Yeah, it's a cool one because now, he gets to help Wemby, and that's kind of where he is in his career. Like he punted on winning a title basically for his career because I don't think he's going to win with the Spurs.
No, I think a lot of contending teams would have happily had him come off the bench.
Would they?
If you said, "Hey, Phoenix, I'll take a minimum to try and be competitive."
Yeah, a minimum, but he gets $11 million.
$11 million. Play next to Wemby.
$6 million difference between his minimum.
Well, that's interesting because they might be kind of sneaky good next year.
It could be. They'd at least be a little more competent because remember the start of last season, they're starting Jerami Sohan at
Jerami Sohan at point guard.
It's
yeah,
not good.
So that's good on the Spurs by, hey, you know what, Victor Wembanyama, we're doing right by you. We're gonna make sure you got somebody to help you out. So I like that. Well. I like that for them.
Solid one.
That's an interesting one for Chris Paul. Klay Thompson.
All right.
Oh shit. God, all that Maverick smoke before he left scares me here. I said in my preview video, I just can't see him leaving the Warriors on. That's where I'm at.
Did he stay on the Warriors?
Yes, that they would just figure it out because they have to.
They sign and trade him.
Sign and trade. So he's making over the mid-level?
He's making over the mid-level, yes.
Holy fuck, is he on the Mavericks?
Where else do you think he would go?
I thought Philly was a possibility, but sign and trade's interesting. Orlando was a possibility. Sign and trade kind of makes me believe that's out of the equation. Sign and trade, though, could mean anybody, like Memphis even. They could use some shooting.
You don't even know who went to Orlando.
Yeah, I don't know what they do with their cap space. I thought Paul George could have gone there. I thought, again, Klay, the sign and trade makes me think it's not Orlando because I would have guessed them maybe. Lakers, definitely could have been the Lakers.
Could have been the Lakers. If Klay was on the Mavericks, how do you feel about it?
Is Klay on the Mavericks, dude? I have to see what else they did. Sign and trade means that the mid-level is still open. So
Klay Thompson is a Dallas Maverick.
Are you fucking around with me?
I was at his press conference on Monday.
You're not fucking around with me.
I was at his press conference on Monday.
Oh.
He is a Dallas Maverick. Sign and trade.
For who?
A couple seconds, and they sent Josh Green to the Hornets.
So Josh Green's the only one gone?
Yep. For now, until we reveal the other moves.
Okay.
Klay Thompson is a Dallas Maverick.
All right. I mean, that's kind of fun, though.
It's fun.
That is fun. I need to see what they did with the mid-level. I need to see where Derrick Jones Jr., I'm assuming mid-level open, Derrick Jones Jr. is a Maverick still. Shooting. Okay. I mean, Klay Thompson's on the Mavericks. I knew this was the reason why I might not be this surprised. I knew this was a big possibility. Like, this was all the smoke before I left. I didn't think it would. I did not think he would leave the Warriors. That's what I'm actually more surprised about than anything.
And you remember the deal he kind of turned down with the Warriors, the one that he didn't want. He was getting offered $20 million a year.
So it's under. Well, if it's just Josh Green, potentially.
He can't read me at all.
I
chat.
can't. I
Can't
have
read
no
me
idea.
at all, chat.
I'm still not even convinced Klay's a Maverick. Like, that's where I'm at. Was like 18 a year?
Klay got 3 years, 50. So his first year.
Okay, that's not bad.
15.8, then 16.6,
Oh, that's
then
not bad.
17.4.
Okay. All right. This is interesting.
He is making less each year than Tim Hardaway Jr. made ever
Wow.
with the Dallas Mavericks.
Is Tim Hardaway Jr. somehow back on the Mavericks through some strange trade scenario where he's ended up back on the Mavs?
We will get there.
But
okay.
there.
Don't go ahead of the PowerPoint.
See,
I didn't make actually. I should have made this. Why did I not make this PowerPoint?
Yeah, I didn't know if it'd be too much to ask, but no, Klay. The reason I'm not jumping down, I need to.
Never too much to ask.
Okay, thank you, buddy. I need to see what else the Mavs did before I fully understand. If it's just Klay Thompson and they lose people,
let's say it's just Klay and they lost some guys and drafted a couple dudes.
I don't like it because I was there for the draft.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it because that would be a fun Mandela effect. Like, no, they moved up in the first. I was like,
Just
wait,
totally gaslighted.
Did I watch the draft?
Ricochet is a Maverick.
Oh, whoa, what happened there? No, but if it's just Klay, I don't like it because that means that they went away from, I thought, what worked really well for them in the playoffs and instead are overreacting to the finals instead of looking at what worked in the first 3 rounds.
What if it's Klay and they kept Derrick Jones?
Love it. That's what I said before. That's what I said before when the smoke was very real about this, and I'll stick with that.
What if it's Klay and they replace Derrick Jones with some guys?
Can we just get to it?
Eventually.
This is crazy to me. So Klay Thompson's a Dallas Maverick.
He's a Dallas Maverick.
Is he number 11?
I'm not lying.
What's his number?
He picked number 31.
Okay, all right.
Jason Terry's old
all
number.
right, Jet. All right, Klay's
And
coming off the bench.
He said because of Reggie Miller, he picked that number.
All right.
But
is he happy to be here? I mean, I need to see the press conference.
Press conference was great. He was very happy. Someone asked him about like you as a player, like what are you going to bring at this point?
Oh, when you said you, I thought he said he asked. Hey, slightly biased is not here.
Yes, slightly biased as a player. What's your 2K score? No, he said you as a player, like what do you still bring to the team? He goes, still can't leave me open.
That's true.
That's right.
The spacing with him on the floor is going to be very good because the Mavericks haven't had a shooter like this ever in the Luke era.
Nope.
So, okay.
Maybe ever on it. I mean, he's one of the greatest shooters of all time.
That's true. We are talking about a top 5 shooter in the history of the sport.
Yeah.
So, that's fair to say.
Dirk.
Good. Probably better Dirk.
He's a better volume 3-point shooter because Dirk never was not in that era. But if you're talking about it depends on what kind of shooting. But yeah.
Clay's a Maverick. Okay. Draymond? I mean, surely not.
So Klay leaves the Warriors.
Okay.
Chris Paul leaves the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Warriors are like, what do we do?
Yes, in my preview stream, I mentioned the possibility of Klay leaving, and could that start some domino type effect on the Warriors? Man, I hold on. I'm kind of it's like setting into me that Klay Thompson is not only a Mav, but off the Warriors and what that could mean.
They split up the Splash Bros.
They did split up the Splash Bros. I can't imagine they lose Klay and Draymond in the same offseason. I could have saw a world where they kept Klay and traded Draymond. So I'm gonna say Draymond's still on the Warriors.
He is. He's still on the Warriors.
All right.
This is a red herring.
That would
on the list, I put Klay and Draymond back to back because I was like, I'm just gonna throw him for a loop.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wow. What the hell do the Warriors look like now?
That's a good question. I think everyone.
Naji Marshall.
Yeah.
I said Kings in my preview stream because they have a full mid-level, and I thought that made a lot of sense. Could be literally any mid-level. Any mid-level contender will not surprise me. I'm going to say Kings.
For the Kings, how do you think about him? Like adding.
I like his fit as a do-it-all wing. Can play defense, do some stuff offensively.
Dallas Maverick.
Whoa, wait. No, are you fucking around? Naji Marshall?
Dallas Maverick.
So Derrick Jones Jr. is gone then.
Naji Marshall, Dallas Maverick.
Whoa. Okay, the full mid-level?
No.
Not the full.
Not the full mid-level.
Well, let me just say, I absolutely adore this fit right here. Naji Marshall fits. Is this true?
It's true. Yeah.
Okay. Naji Marshall fits like a glove on any contender as this defensive guy, do-it-all Swiss Army knife who has some stuff in his bag offensively.
His nickname is the Knife.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. I did not expect Naji Marshall.
Naji Marshall at the introductory press conference. It was Klay, Naji, and Dorothy Gentry asked Naji and everybody, what's your hidden talent? He goes, I'm good at everything.
Okay, I like this. I like the swagger. Okay,
there's a confidence to him.
What? Naji Marshall. All right.
So Klay Thompson and Naji Marshall at Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, that's. You want to know what that actually tells me? The Mavs are like a full-fledged destination.
Ooh.
That's what that tells me. Klay is.
We did not talk about this with Klay Thompson. I failed to do this, chat. I apologize.
Klay is still somebody who, at the very least, could sell some jerseys for a team.
Klay Thompson. It came down to the Mavs and the Lakers.
Oh, wow.
And he was going back and forth. His dad is Michael Thompson, who was the longtime TV voice for them, beloved figure, played for them. Klay grew up going to Lakers games and all that. The Lakers offered him more money.
What?
More years. And his dad was on Twitter, like openly campaigning for him to join the Lakers.
Eat shit, LeBron. Unless LeBron's on the Mavericks now.
LeBron in-person meeting with Klay Thompson.
Okay, so that's one of the last things I saw before I left was that LeBron was making a big push for Klay. And I thought, okay.
Meeting, his dad, the more money, everything, Klay Thompson chose the Mavs instead.
Wow.
So you're talking about destination city. That was a big thing right there.
Destiny. And then Naji Marshall, I was saying this in my previous stream, any contender with a mid-level is going to make a play for Naji Marshall. Any of them. So him choosing the Mavs.
Yeah, he signed for 3 years, 27.
That's a good deal.
Yep.
That's a really good deal. Under 10 a year.
Yep.
I actually thought he was potentially a full mid-level guy. Like if a team like the Kings threw a full mid-level at him, that wouldn't have surprised me. Wow. Naji Marshall and Klay Thompson, huh? Okay. I still have questions, but I'm sure we'll get to them. Buddy Hield. All right.
Do you care about this one? Does this one move the needle for you for any team?
Well, okay. Two different questions there. Does this move the needle for a team? Probably not. Do I care about this? Yes. I was telling Nick, with the moment this stream ends, I'll be on my GM. I'll be like,
this guy? Oh, what about this guy?
What? But Mario Hezonja is back in the legue. Wow, that could be a game changer. Is Mario
Hezonja torched the Slovenian team when they're qualifying game?
I saw. Well, Nick was texting me that they were getting pounded by Greece. Slovenia was. I forgot they were even playing when he texted me that. Is Mario Hezonja in the league?
I don't think he's signed anywhere.
All right. That could have been potential game-changing news.
No.
Does this move the needle for a contender? I would have said yes at the start of last season, but he really didn't do much at all for the Sixers.
It was not.
I'll say Philly.
Golden State Warriors. He replaces Klay.
Okay.
So
That's interesting.
They're calling them the Splash Buddies now.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Splash buddies. So for what? Minimum?
It was like a huge. They did like a big sign and trade. They basically sent a second round. It was to the Sixers, and they sent a second round pick. Basically,
Okay, I mean
it was Dallas' second round pick that they got in the Klay Thompson deal.
that's pretty interesting. I guess. I don't know if that moves the needle much, but
It doesn't move me at all. It actually moves me off the Warriors a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm off the Warriors entirely. I don't think there's a pathway for them out of
tough.
where they're at currently.
Unless a lot of their young guys get better. Kuminga takes a leap. Moody becomes playable. Like Trace Jackson Davis. Pajemski becomes something more.
Yeah, I don't see a pathway for them, to be honest with you. Okay, this one's actually really interesting to me because this will tell me a lot about this team. I'm assuming Klay Capella's on a new roster. I at least fucking hope that he is and I thought I was about to get spoiled because right before I paused notifications on this stream, I got a donation and I saw the message pop up and I was like, I can't believe the Mavs traded. I was like, oh no, I got spoiled. And then it was just a joke. I can't believe the Mavs traded Derek Lively for Klay Capella because that was what everyone wanted a summer ago.
Wild last year.
I said Pelicans. I predicted Klay Capella to go to the Pelicans 2 consecutive off seasons in a row. Let's see. Is he a New Orleans Pelican?
He is still in the Hawks.
What are they fucking doing? What are they doing? Is Bogdan next? What is he on a new team or is he still on the Hawks? If I had to guess, I'll guess the Milwaukee Bucks somehow.
Dallas Maverick. Bogdanovic, Klay, Naji Marshall. Their press conference was Monday.
You're joking about the Bogdan part.
They got him to trade for Tim Hardaway Jr.
You're actually lying to me. Tell me you're lying right now, or else I'm gonna start acting up a little tiny bit. Tell me you're lying. Get it out of your chest. This is a joke one. Hello? Anything going on back there? Is he actually? Are you fucking with me? Fuck you, Nick! Dude, that's not fun! Dude! I gotta talk some sense into Nick. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude. All right, that one was about to be a little crazy. Yeah, I knew it. I was about to be like, wait, what? What? All right. That would have been nuts.
He was like, please.
I was like, I'm waiting because it sounds a little too good to be true. Is he on a new team, though?
He's still in the Hawks. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, my God. Have they done anything since the DeJounte trade?
They drafted.
Is DeAndre Hunter still on the Hawks as well?
Oh, you saw the DeJounte Murray? You saw the DeJounte
I saw the DeJounte Murray trade, yes.
No, they have not done anything.
DeAndre Hunter's still on their team as well.
Hunter is still on their team.
My God, they're just going to be terrible forever.
All right, you saw this one.
I was telling Nick, the Royce O'Neal extension happened when I was here.
Also a red herring.
Yeah. So I like that deal for him and the Suns. DeMar. Oh.
Change teams.
Okay, he did. This one's spicy. Because I actually have no idea at all. Now, I'm just going to guess Dallas Mavericks. No, I'm just kidding.
He's not on the Dallas Mavericks. I wouldn't do that to you multiple times in a row.
Fuck, I have actually no idea. My brain's telling me, my brain is now telling me Clippers.
3-team trade.
3-team trade. So he could go to a team without cap space.
Yep.
Well, I'm just going to say Clippers then.
Does it move the needle for you at all?
As much as I respect DeMar as a player, which I do, his game is incredibly tough. He should theoretically be a really good postseason player, but he's just not. I think part of that's because he can't really play off ball much.
So a team that may be disappointed in the postseason, if they added him, would it move you at all?
Team that disappointed in the postseason. So is it the Clippers?
Sacramento King.
Really?
Yes.
That does not move the needle for me in the slightest.
It's very weird. They're very excited about him in Sacramento. He decided not to go to the Clippers. They went after him.
That moves the needle in the opposite direction for me.
Because now they add a guy that is a jump shooter, but doesn't really add to them defensively. Takes the ball out of Fox Sabonis' hands a little more.
And doesn't really space the floor in any real serious way. Okay, that's really interesting to me. So wait, who'd they give up? Herder?
They sent Harrison Barnes went to the Spurs.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Chris Duarte, 2 seconds, went to the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, I thought you were about to say like a Mexican League team or something because Chris Duarte is so terrible.
The new G League team in Mexico City got Chris Duarte.
Okay, I mean, wow, I would
2
never
NBA second-round picks.
I literally would have never predicted DeMar going to the Kings.
Yeah, that one was wild. That happened a little not too long ago. Actually.
Wait, you want to know something that's kind of crazy and trash? Why do I kind of like Harrison Barnes on the Spurs?
Chris Paul, Harrison Barnes,
just
Wemby,
like a vet.
Maybe
forward.
they did something else.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm interested by the Spurs now. Wow, I don't like that at all for Sacramento. I mean, I'll have to think about it a little bit, but I don't. Maybe it's just in their brains. It's like, we need some more shot creation.
Well, it's also like they didn't give up that much. Harrison Barnes,
Yeah,
Chris
true,
Duarte in
true.
2 seconds. It's like, all right, we'll just take talent and just run with it.
So
like,
what's his contract?
he got like, let's see, he's making $23 million in the first year, 24.5 in the second, and then a non-guaranteed 25.5.
Okay, that's not
It's not too
not
bad.
outlandish. I just don't know if I like the basketball
Kings
fit
fans
that
are
much.
very excited about this.
Well, okay, in Kings fans' defense, this is a huge.
It's a big get for them.
You know, this is like a.
I listened to Locked On Kings, Matt George, and like the way he talked about them getting DeRozan is the same way I talked about getting Klay. Like he chose us over the the Lakers and Los Angeles and all that. It's like, okay, I get it. I get
Clippers and Lakers down bad.
Yes.
Well, I'm assuming the Lakers. I haven't seen anything about them, but Clippers at least down bad.
Clippers got a couple more moves, but
Okay, all right. Tobias. Now, let me just say, because I think this would be the funniest outcome imaginable, he's still on the Sixers.
did change teams.
Okay.
This was going to be one of my fake Mavs ones, but I did the Bogdanovic.
And that would have been fucked up because my chat knows I would have been like, yeah! I love Tobias Harris. I'm going to guess Detroit.
You nailed it. You went to
Okay.
the Detroit Pistons.
That was one of the teams in my brain. And then I picked him to go to the Spurs, actually, in my
Okay, how much?
prediction video, but
How much?
I hear some words.
2-year deal.
Oh, I'm going to guess 80.
80? No, $50 million.
Okay. I didn't know.
He has now made over $300 million in his career.
Wow, that's insane, man. That's insane. Well, I figured Pistons because that was just the most obvious team with cap space. Let me just bring in somebody move there.
They did.
All right. Congratulations, Tobias Harris, on getting another bag.
That's
really all there is to
about it
say
for
about
that
that.
one.
Yeah, I mean, Boban. I'm gonna guess Istanbul or Croatia.
He did not go anywhere.
Oh, he's on the Rockets
This
still.
is a red herring. I was going to do the Toby to the Mavs.
Was he on a multi-year contract?
I thought he was.
Wow. I thought maybe this would be
I wish we could bring Boban back.
a move for Turkey or.
Hold on, I still got.
I'm assuming you guys are.
It's a Boban drop.
This one has me like, what the fuck's going on here? He put Franz Wagner in here.
Correct.
Surely no. If he got traded, then it's a big blockbuster deal. But part of me feels like, wasn't he extension eligible? Did he sign an extension?
He's still on the Magic.
Okay. All right. This one was like, there had like a Franz Wagner trade to me would have to be a Kevin Durant-esque package in return if I'm the Magic, or a superstar point guard, which I don't even think was really on the market. I wouldn't trade Franz Wagner for Trae Young. I'm just being brutally honest. You guys know I love Trae. I wouldn't do it. That wouldn't make sense to me. Wouldn't do it for Darius Garland, who's funny enough in this pick. So yeah, that makes sense.
5-year deal.
Oh, he did sign an extension?
Extension, 5-year deal.
Max?
270 it can reach.
Damn. Hey, I think he's a great player. That's worth it to me. Damn, over 50 a year, huh?
Yeah.
He'll be an all-star, though.
It's I think the deal is like it's like 220, but it can reach 270.
I genuinely think he's going to be an all-star.
That one was the first one that blew me away sticker shock wise. You know how like you look at the sticker, you're like the price, and you're like, oh my god, he's making 40 plus million, 50 million a year.
I mean, think about the sticker shock thing where it's like we talk about DeMar DeRozan, who I think most people consider is like, well, you don't really want him on your team if you're trying to contend. He gets what were we saying? 24 million?
25, yeah.
We're like, oh, that's not bad. Like that's how much these contracts are now. I think Franz Wagner's worth the max for sure. For sure.
Yeah, Franz Wagner, last year of his deal, 51 million.
I think he's going to be worth that.
2030 is not a real year.
You can't shoot worse than he did this year. You would hope so. Well, I'm assuming Tatum signed a super duper mega max. What's Jason Tatum on the Mavs?
Dallas Mavericks.
What's it going to be? $7 million a year?
5-year, 315, the new highest paid player in the NBA for that.
Well, I mean,
for that deal.
Yeah, that had to happen. Is he worth that? No, of course not.
315 million.
Oh, this one's spicy. Jonathan Isaac, huh? Wow. I just have a hard time imagining they would trade him because his contract is so cheap. But if they were to, then I'm interested in to see what they got in return. There's a team in the back of my mind that's scaring me because I can just imagine him doing freak shit for them. The Thunder, because this just kind of screams a potential Thunder move for some reason. I'm just going to guess he stayed on the Magic still.
He's still in the Magic. He signed an extension.
Oh, he signed an extension. Okay.
4 years. How much did you give him? 4 years.
gonna guess 55.
64.
Okay.
Right there. Bunch of different things. We're like, this is one of the weirdest contracts in NBA history.
Oh, a bunch of options.
There's a bunch of options and things like that. Like it could go very south for his contract. But yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's a good move for the Magic then. Because if he's healthy, he'll be well worth that.
So they got him really low. Look at Jamal Mosley in the back there, like glaring.
Yeah, if he's like, there goes that ankle.
Don't you mess this up.
There goes that knee cartilage.
Don't you hurt my guy. He's got to preach in the morning.
Max Strus, he's still on the Cavs?
Strus is still on the Cavs.
As much as I want to say LeBron, as much as I want to say, come on, LeBron, put your Mavericks jersey on, I'm going to say Lakers.
Because you saw the draft, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The draft took the fun out of that.
But the funny thing about LeBron and why I put him on this list, LeBron James did this whole song and dance about how he was going to take less money, $20 million less, so they could go sign somebody. They went after Klay. They went after DeRozan. They went after Jonas Valanciunas.
They didn't get Jonas?
They didn't get anybody.
Wait, where is Jonas on this?
I think I put him on the list.
Okay.
Yeah. They didn't get anybody, and so he signed like $2 million less so that they're under the second apron.
Okay, wow.
But he made this whole big song and dance about how he's going to sign less and take less for his team.
So is there a move up the sleeve for the Lakers that we haven't got to yet, or?
No, their fans are furious. They literally have done nothing. But Bronny and Dalton Connect and
the old guard are quickly getting passed up here in the Western
brutal
Conference. I mean,
stuff for them.
quickly.
Although Anthony Davis looked really good for Team USA and everybody thinks he should start over Embiid, that's actually real last night. They played Team Canada in an exhibition.
Oh, what's their starting five?
That was wild.
Is Bam starting next to Embiid?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember the starting five.
No way. All right, interesting. AD coming off the bench. He's with the Lakers. I think I saw this.
Yeah, he's still. That was the three off the scent.
I think there was one. I think that happened before, or at least rumors that he was going to pick it up. Wow, so they've done nothing at all, huh?
I still got D'Lo.
That's hilarious. Well, yep.
Got ice in his veins.
See you next summer, D'Lo. But we do the same. D'Lo's going to retire a Laker, and it's just going to be these constant 1 year with an option contracts. It's like, this will be the year he's traded.
This will be the year, finally.
This will be it. So why is Seth? Don't tell me Seth Curry's on the fucking Mavericks skin, dude. Do not tell me he's on. Oh wait, Charlotte. Is he on the Warriors?
He's still in the Charlotte
Oh,
Hornets.
okay. I was in my brain. I was like, there's only one or two reasons he would put Seth Curry on here.
I thought there's a couple ways I thought this could go, and one of them I was going to go. The Mavs did nothing. They signed Seth Curry and Boban, which is exactly what they did in 2019.
Oh God, dude, I would have been so funny if Seth was back on the Mavericks.
Just signed him again.
It was like, I just love it here, man. Feastables.
That's wild.
So wait, Josh Green's really on the Hornets?
He is on the Hornets with Grant Williams.
Oh, God. I need to dig a little bit deeper. Why the fuck is he on this list? Is he on the Mavericks still?
Still? What do you mean still?
Was he is he on the Warriors? Wait, is Quentin Grimes, in my brain, Quentin Grimes has been on the Mavericks for the last 2 weeks. Is he on the Dallas Mavericks?
In your mind, how do you think he got there?
The Tim Hardaway Jr. trade, but if that's a 3-team trade.
He is on the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, all right. Because I was going to start feeling bad because he was tweeting about the Mavericks. All right.
I couldn't remember if he saw this or not, so I just added him.
We did a whole podcast episode about it.
I can't remember.
I was here for the Tim trade.
You've been gone for so long.
I know. I really have. I missed literally
You've been gone for so long.
I know. How did anyone survive without me?
Yeah, so that's what the Mavs got. They got Klay Thompson, they got Naji Marshall, and they got Quentin Grimes.
So Derrick Jones Jr. is not on the Mavericks any longer.
He is not on the Mavericks anymore.
Fuck. Shit.
That is truth. I am telling the truth.
All right. All right. Is he on the team? Is he on the Pelicans still? If he's not, let me throw some names out there.
Okay.
My dumbass was just about to say the Pelicans. Well, I would have said Sacramento, but I guess they could still do that, but that would be really fucking weird. Clippers in a desperation move.
Very desperate.
Sixers off the table with Paul George there. Warriors in some weird desperation move, I would say. But in my brain, I think he got traded, but I feel like it's a hard trade to navigate.
If he was on the Spurs, would that move the needle for you?
That would be very interesting.
Chris Paul, Harrison Barnes, Ingram, Wemby. Vassell still, yeah.
It's a weird starting five. I don't think it's a real competitor at all. Unless
they got all those swaps and stuff.
Unless Wemby's a top 2 player in the league next year, which is definitely possible. I'm telling you right now. Is he on the fucking Spurs? That doesn't feel like a Spurs move to me, to be honest with you.
Your gut is correct. He's still in the Pelicans.
Okay, wow, that's a little.
Has not moved.
Well, hey, it's still early. It is July 12th. Is there been any smoke?
Kind of smoke.
Okay, I would be surprised if he's on the team.
More like vape.
Okay, more like
Not
vape,
smoke. Yeah.
which might be worse than smoke. We're still trying to figure out the details on it. I'm
Get our best scientists around. it.
yeah, exactly. We have labs here at the Bias headquarters that they're all figuring it out. I would be shocked if he's on the Pelicans opening night.
Yeah, I would be too. But
And it's
looking like they have not moved him still.
It's only July 12th, my birthday. Again, guys.
Happy birthday.
Can somebody make sure the stream is still on because the little viewer count's gone.
Yeah, are we still live?
We just been talking into the void.
Still live?
Bam Adebayo.
You're still live.
Supermax. I think I saw that he was going to sign that before I left.
Bam Adebayo. 3 years, 166.
Nice. Well worth it. One of my favorite players in the NBA. Love him to death. Born in a lab to play next to Luka Doncic.
And he never will.
And he never will.
Not even on Team USA.
Nope. Unless he could nationalize as a Slovenian.
That would be amazing.
That would move the needle for Slovenia quite a bit.
Because the guy that they got, his name is Josh Nebo. He is Bam Adebayo, but not good at defense.
From what I saw, and I did look up FIBA box scores, I figured there was no risk there, and there wasn't.
Yeah,
Slovenia did not look good, huh?
No, Slovenia.
I'm a Texan, baby.
Got that twang. on
Okay, Caleb Martin.
him. Yeah. Does he move the needle at all for you for a potential contender?
Depends on who, and I'll tell you who I think it is. This was my exact offseason prediction for this team. I said the Thunder would get Hartenstein. I'm going to say they get Caleb Martin.
He did not go to the Thunder.
Fuck. But he's not on the Heat anymore.
He's not on the Heat anymore.
Is he on a contender?
He is on a contender. Well, some people would think they're a contender. Some people would say there's no shot.
Ooh.
They can't get out of the second round.
Can't get out of this. Oh, he's on the Sixers.
He is on the 76ers.
Okay.
His agent screwed him, and he signed a much smaller deal than what he was getting offered by the Heat.
Really? What?
Yeah, his deal, 4 years, 32.
That is dirt cheap for him.
Yeah, his agent I think the agent messed him up.
What was the mid-level market like? I thought Caleb Martin was a full mid-level guy.
No, not a lot of teams have mid-level.
Yeah, I guess that's
Tough.
true. That's going to be really interesting.
The CBA really screwed a lot
the
of
CBA
things.
fucked those players because those guys are going to be left in the dust.
I'm excited to tell you exactly how the free agency night went down because it was hilarious. I was live for 3 hours on Locked On Mavs.
Nice. I love that for you.
You were gone. I had to fill the void.
I know. I genuinely do love that for you. I've been telling Nick he needs to stream more. But, okay. Well, what the hell else does their roster look like?
There's not a lot right now.
Wasn't it just Maxine and Embiid under contract?
Yeah.
So they
did waive B-Ball Paul.
Really, Paul Reed got waived.
He gone.
Was he that bad?
He is on the Pistons, so we're about to find out.
Okay, there you go, B-Ball Paul. Well, I know Jerami Grant's not on the Mavericks.
He's not on the Mavericks, no.
Is he on a different team?
Potentially.
Jerami Grant would move the needle for several contending teams,
Which
in my
ones?
opinion.
Some of the ones we talked about.
OKC, a reunion there. I even think a team like Indiana, weirdly enough, would be interesting. A conference final team.
What about either of the LA teams?
Oh, God. I don't even know what the hell the Clippers look like at this juncture. Lakers would be pretty interesting next to Anthony Davis, actually. That could do some stuff for me.
He is still on the Blazers.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me that much. They have really no incentive to trade him right now. If it's like
and he's got a huge contract. It's hard to trade him.
Huge contract. He's only 1 year into it.
I talked to our Locked On Blazers host this morning, and I feel bad for him.
Oh.
Although his show did very well last year.
I mean, they're easily the worst team in the West.
Yeah, easily.
And it just feels like there's not a light at the end of the tunnel right now because none of their young guys have really.
No, Scoot
was bad. Shane Sharp is not healthy. Anthony Simons, we just know who he is.
Dominating, and they got Klingon in the draft.
True, they did get Klingon. Cam Johnson, is he on a new team? I hope he is. Let me say. Needle mover. Yes. He's not on the fucking Dallas Mavericks, is he? You're not getting me again with one of these guys, man. You're just not. In my brain, the Mavs offseason is done. He's not getting me again. All right. Thunder is interesting in my mind. Sixers could be interesting in my mind, but I think we just said, what about the Magic? That would be somewhat interesting.
He is still in the Nets.
Okay. Brooklyn, what are we doing? Are we
Just
making
gotta make him squirm every
Are we
once in a
making
while.
anything? Dodo, please tell me Dodo's not on Brooklyn anymore. Please tell me he's been saved by somebody.
What if he was on the Mavs to replace Derrick Jones?
I would
Jr.?
love that. That would be insane. Is he? No.
He's still in the Nets.
Are you joking? Did they do anything? Well, I guess they traded McHale for a trillion picks, but this breaks my fucking heart, man. This makes me really sad, actually.
Should I leave you alone for a minute?
Yeah, leave me alone. Hold on. Let me pull something up. Because this actually saddens me quite a bit, guys. Derrick Jones Jr. was
a tough one.
Was the story of the season in a lot of ways for the Mavericks. The best minimum signing. Lively was probably the story. That's probably true. Lively was probably the story. But
Luka almost won MVP.
I would say, yeah, true. Luka did almost win MVP. They did make the NBA Finals. So, yeah, it probably wasn't the story of the season for the Mavericks. But he did everything we wanted. Defended his ass off. Never took a playoff. And it saddens me that he's gone, although his replacements are interesting. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm interested to hear how this played out, though. What team is he on? I actually don't know. I never even really considered the possibility of him leaving.
Priority number 1 and 1A and 1B for the Dallas Mavericks.
So that's why I'm interested in hearing if that was a lie. So I'm gonna.
If I lied to you, or if Nico lied.
If they lied, if they were just basically, we don't want to piss somebody off. Fuck. I would have said Kings, but I really don't know. It could be any contending team or non-contending, throwing a bag at them.
Ready?
Yes.
Los Angeles Clippers. 3 years, $30 million.
Wait, what? How could they afford that? Do they have a mid-level? I guess with Paul George. Wait, what?
Paul George gone, they got under.
He's the Paul George replacement?
Yep.
You better start learning how to do you better start learning how to do the snatchback dribble, Derrick Jones Jr., because it's not in your bag right now, buddy.
This is a weird one where there was all this smoke the day of about his agent change and how he changed to Clutch.
Oh.
There was a story from Tim Cato where they said that because you changed agent, you're not allowed to negotiate for like 11 days, so he wouldn't be able to negotiate his deal until now. And so there was like all this talk, and then there was reporters that came back and said, no, they're still going to get it done. They're still going to figure it out and all this. And then all of a sudden, so that stuff was coming on when everybody's like, wait, hold on. Are they not going to sign Derrick Jones Jr. back? And people were freaking out. And then there was a bunch of Twitter drama. And then at 9:01 on free agency, so 9:01 p.m. Texas time, the Mavs signed Naji Marshall, 3 years, 27, and we all go, they don't have Derrick Jones Jr. anymore. He's gone, and we didn't know where he was. And then they're like, there's all that drama about his agent change and all that. 10:57 p.m., Clippers signed Derrick Jones Jr. 3 years, $30 million.
Oh, man. Do we have any how this all played out?
The Mavs offered him the same deal that they offered Derrick Jones. They offered Naji Marshall, 3 years, 27. Derrick Jones Jr. turned it down, and he signed with the Clippers.
Okay, all right.
$1 more million a year he wanted.
So I've been saying all season long, I did not think Derrick Jones Jr. was going to get the full mid-level.
He did not.
I did not think that was going to happen at all. And it sounds like nobody got the full mid-level.
Kind of know.
But, wow, the Clippers, huh? That's I would never in a million years have guessed them. They probably would have been the last team I guessed. Okay. Well, hey, Naji Marshall is a fine. I don't know if Naji Marshall is as good of a point of attack defender, but
that point of attack has been the wording and the phrase that all Mavs fans have been annoyed with for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, that's not. The national media hates the Mavs offseason because they lost Derrick Jones Jr.?
They like the Klay thing. But they're like, oh, the Mavs defense went downgrade from Derrick Jones Jr. to Klay Thompson. And you're like, okay. Well.
I mean, that is true, but the spacing.
But you go from, so my thing for the whole Mavs, let's go Mavs offseason.
Well, was this the last one? Okay, no. Oh, wait, I'm very interested by this one. All right, no, but let's talk about
Mavs offseason.
So they're done.
They basically, yes.
Okay.
And they have not signed, there's still a 15th roster spot open. No, Dinwiddie and Dennis Smith Jr. are still out there.
Okay.
So their Mavs have been interested in them. They went from Tim Hardaway Jr. to Klay Thompson. They go from
Upgrade.
Derrick Jones Jr. to Naji Marshall. They go from Josh Green to Quentin Grimes. Those three across the board. How do you view it?
Okay, well, sorry, the Josh Green that like hasn't clicked in my brain.
He's
yet.
not
Josh
on the Mavs anymore. He is
okay.
on the Charlotte Hornets.
All right. Grimes and Josh Green. Now, one thing I want to do is watch some really watch some Quentin Grimes tape. I'll need that's TBD for me. I'm not like super in or out on Quentin Grimes one way or the other. If I had to guess right now, I would say Josh Green's a better basketball player than Quentin Grimes, but also Quentin Grimes was hurt pretty much all last year and had a really, really weird year for a lot of different reasons. So that plays into it. Tim to Klay is a huge upgrade. Say whatever you want about Klay. I've been a huge Klay critic, and I even found myself putting him in my top 100 end of year list still. Like, he's not the player he once was, obviously, but I still think he's a top 100 player
down
in the
year,
NBA.
18 points a game, 40% from three.
Exactly. That's in a down year. Like, he's still somebody who can put up close to 20 points per game on such good shooting that he bends the floor for you. So that's nice for the Mavs. Huge upgrade there.
He can actually play in a playoff series.
Right. And
unlike Tim.
His decision-making can be bad, but it's like there's still at least, okay, you can kind of do that, Klay, where Tim can't. And then what was the other one?
Naji Marshall and Derrick Jones Jr.
So just in a vacuum, I don't think there's that big of a difference between if you were like to say they're 2K overalls, which is a stupid fucking way of looking at it. Like I could even see some people think Naji Marshall could be better just because of his versatility.
More skills, yep.
But definitely point of attack defense, you're losing a little bit there. But it's not like Naji Marshall is a traffic cone or anything like that.
And he also shot 38% from three last year for the Pelicans.
So
he shot well. He played a bigger role in the Pelicans than what Derrick Jones Jr. played on the Bulls the year before the Mavs brought him in. So
that tells me that was the Mavs' number one goal deep down was we need shooting.
Get better shooting. And Quentin Grimes is a good shooter.
Yeah, Quentin Grimes is a good shooter. We can't have three guys on the floor at any given time that are at best streaky shooters.
Yep.
Wow, that bums me out with the Derrick Jones stuff, man.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
They did a good job replacing him because I feel like the Mavs front office in years past would have shit themselves and there would be no replacing a Derrick Jones Jr. But that's not a bad return.
They moved real quick as soon as they didn't know. Like they moved quick on it. They were going. I'm
telling you, they got some pull now. Nico's not fucking around. I don't think. I think there's some real.
There's juice there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
All right. Change teams.
Okay. Denver might be sneaky fucked. I'm telling you guys right now, the ramifications of this one right here is big.
This was the first big player to actually change teams in free agency. Right before free agency happened, James Harden deal happened. Then nothing at 501. We waited. It was Luke Cornett and Kevin Love re-signed to their teams. Those are the big things at 501, like right at the deadline.
I'm such a sicko. I was about to be like, oh, what team is Kevin Love on
now? The next move that happened after the Luke Cornett and Kevin Love re-signed, so 501, I mentioned. 602, Nemanis Keita back to the Celtics.
All right. An hour went by?
An hour. And we sat there for an hour, didn't we, chat on Locked On Mavs?
I guarantee you.
Nothing happened.
Twitter's like, this is the worst offseason in history.
I can't remember if I put him on this list, but at 603, Andre Drummond.
He's on this list.
He is? Okay, we'll wait for the team. But Andre Drummond then signed with somebody, and you're like, that's the thing?
A year ago, I said, Mavericks!
Did I put Kevin Porter Jr. on the list?
He's on a team? You're joking.
I did not put him on a list. I did not put him on the list because so that was the next move. 615, Kevin Porter Jr., 2-year deal with?
I would guess one of the desperate-ass old contending Lakers.
Think Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Why do they love these problem child weirdo sex freaks?
They were also
/ abusers.
They were also connected to Miles Bridges in the offseason, but that has not happened.
Is he still a free agent?
I think didn't he re-sign on the Hornets?
Okay. He was on this list. I'm actually interested about him. They picked up Josh Primo last year. They just don't give a fuck.
No, they do not.
Wow. All right.
Miles Bridges is back. I forgot about that one.
Okay.
I can't remember. Did I add him then? So then this was the next move at 623. This is the first big move that actually moved the needle.
This one right here.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Well, I picked Sixers, and in my brain, I'm trying to think how much cap space did they have? They get Paul George X. They got Caleb Martin. They're out because to me, KCP's $20 million plus. Was it a sign and trade?
Oh, straight up sign.
Oh, well, that's got to be Orlando.
The Orlando Magic.
Oh, nice.
The Mavs were connected to him.
I remember the reports. It never made sense.
The Denver Nuggets didn't want to do a deal with the Mavs. They could have done the same kind of deal they did with Klay for more money.
That would have been great.
But the Nuggets did not want to do that, and so the Nuggets didn't get anything for KCP. He goes to the Orlando Magic.
Ooh, that has big ramifications in the Western Conference. And I'm not just saying that.
3-year deal.
I'm going to guess 70.
66.
Okay. Nice. That's good. I love that for Orlando.
Also,
I love that for Orlando. That's my favorite signing of anything that we've seen besides Mavericks moves.
For the reporting sickos
Which
out
are all
there,
top 3.
this was not a Woj or Shams bomb. This is a Jeff Ziegler bomb.
Jeff Ziegler
USA
bomb.
Today.
Ziggy bomb.
We were all waiting. Nothing was happening. 6:23, Jeff Ziegler.
And everyone's
Got
like,
it.
dude, who the fuck's Jeff Ziegler?
So we did Andre Drummond. So go back.
Why is KD on here?
He signed at 603. This is the first actual player to move teams.
Sixers.
76ers. He's back.
Nice.
He's back on the Sixers.
I got that one right. That's what I predicted in my
2-year,
stream.
$10 million.
Okay.
This is also Michael Scotto. But
Michael
drop.
Scotto.
Move side.
Wow. So Woj
It's
and
not a
Shams
Woj or Shams, no.
Woj and Shams are washed, huh? All right. That's actually nice. They waved B-ball. The only reason why I guess that's so confident is you said they waved B-ball ball, and this just made
So
sense.
the Sixers, let's talk about the Sixers. Maxey, Kelly Oubre goes back, Paul George, Caleb Martin, Joel Embiid. Off the bench, they just signed Kyle Lowry the other day again.
Okay.
They drafted Jared McCain and his TikTok followers.
Right. I
Eric
like
Gordon, Andre Drummond.
Wait, Eric Gordon?
Eric Gordon, yes.
Okay. For some reason in my brain I thought you said Aaron Gordon. I was like, wait, what the hell did the Denver Nuggets got going on?
Yeah, Sixers.
Huh. Okay. Well, the Paul George thing is interesting. It's
Bunch of dudes that can't get out of the second round.
It's what they wanted Tobias Harris to be,
Yeah, it is.
like a souped-up version.
And he's way better than Paul.
I actually kind of like that, honestly. So Maxey, Caleb Martin.
They're also
Oubre.
under the first apron somehow.
Huh. That's a pretty damn good team, I think. On paper, at least.
Their bench is tough. Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon,
You're relying a lot on
Drummond.
grandpas.
Jared McCain. Also, Jared McCain is a 6'2".
Grandpas
To me,
and
I
Zoomers.
thought he was 6'5". But Kelly Oubre, Caleb Martin, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Joel Embiid. That's one of the best starting lineups in the NBA.
That is, for sure. That's a lot of star power right
Go
there.
back to KCP for a second.
That could easily be three All-Stars.
Nuggets. Done nothing.
Oh, man. That's
They just lose KCP. The day that they're about to lose KCP, Calvin Booth goes on to a press conference, their GM, and is like, yeah, it's his prerogative whether he wants to come back or not. And you go, oh no, he's gone.
Dude.
He's leaving. And they're like, we think that Caleb Brown can replace him 1-to-1.
He's kind of wilding out a little bit in these press conferences.
Yeah.
I think he needs to tone it down
That
just a
one's
tiny
tough.
bit.
So they've taken a step back to you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is a gigantic loss. I mean, there's no two ways around that. I didn't think Bruce Brown was going to be as big of a loss as he ended up being, just because I thought for sure one of those young guys would be ready to step in, but neither of them, you really don't appreciate. And look, I'll lump Naji Marshall into these guys. The role players who actually are multi-skilled and can do several different things. It just seems like, we can get a guy like that somewhere, but you really can't. Those guys are hard to find.
Not with the CBA anymore.
Yeah, and the Nuggets proved that last year where they needed Peyton Watson at a time to step in, but his offense was so bad. Or they needed Christian Brown to step in. His shooting just wasn't there either. Okay. There's no fucking way KD got traded, right? Houston Rockets? Come on, there's no way. I was telling him, I was on TikTok on my trip only because my For You page is nothing basketball related, but I did see some Team USA clips, and I was looking at all the players. I was like, let me see. Doesn't look like he got traded.
His body language isn't giving new team.
Devin Booker and KD are sitting apart from each other. Oh, what's going down there? He's on the Suns.
He's still in the Suns.
So what have they done?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They signed Monty Morris to come off the bench. They got the lost Eric Gordon.
Monte Morris come out. Who's their starting point guard again? Are they still trying to do the Booker thing?
Booker
Okay.
Beal, KD,
Well,
Royce O'Neal, and Nurkic is still on the Suns.
all right. See you out of the first round next year.
Okogie, they just signed a 2-year, $16 million, so they can trade him later. Grayson Allen still.
All right. Let me pop up chat. I haven't read chat at all. You know what else I want to do real quick?
Is that all the players?
That was all the players on the list. But you know what I was gonna do? I'm gonna bring up my preseason prediction one, and we'll just scroll through.
One thing you need to bring up is the Clippers. Before Paul George even signed with the Sixers, the Clippers gave a farewell address to Om Yamnasuk.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He's gone? I thought he was pretty good. I actually kind of like him.
Who are you talking about?
Om Yamasuk.
Oh, what do you mean he's gone?
Wait, what did you just say?
They said it gave a farewell. They sent the farewell about Paul George to Om.
Oh, I thought you were saying they told him farewell. I was like, wow, that sounds harsh, but all right.
He died. I sent it to you on Twitter, so you could open it on Twitter.
All right. Om Yamasuk. Xavier Tillman, where's he at? You see how much of a sicko I am.
Funny thing about the Celtics, brought back everybody.
All right, that's what I expected.
Lost no one.
Yeah.
Lost no.
They told him farewell.
Lost no one.
Okay.
The owner selling the team.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Selling this all. He signed everybody else. He looked at the CBA and he goes, you know what? Let's go.
That's pretty funny. That's good. You want to know what's funny? And I was thinking about this on the trip. We never got any real clarification for Cuban selling, and it doesn't make sense anymore.
Cuban was at the presser. I saw him like go through a doorway in like a dark hallway, like look like this, and then he like left.
There's something there that doesn't quite meet the eye, I think. Okay.
Wait, I want you to pull up the statement because it's really funny.
Okay, you texted it to me?
I Twitter messaged it to you.
This was my first time actually scrolling Twitter.
Wow. Well, he has 8,000 notifications.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around, guys. I like genuinely. Clipper statement on Paul George.
You gotta just read it out loud.
Parting ways following a significant.
I need you to know this happened before we knew where he was going.
That's great.
They just knew that he was gone.
I'm a big proponent of teams being the one to break news, to be honest with you. I think that's great.
He is gone.
I think it's great stuff. Paul has informed us that he's signing his next contract with another team. Whoa! Immediately. Paul is a tremendous talent and an elite two-way player. We feel fortunate for the 5 years we spent with him. Over that span, he went to 3 All-Star games, made the most three-pointers in franchise history. Really? He has the most record?
Had 3-point shooters before.
Okay, interesting. And helped lead the team to a place it had never been. That's actually true. His performances in Game 5 and Game 6 against Utah in 2021 won't be forgotten by anyone associated with the Spurs. Especially Kawhi Leonard.
Especially the Nuggets.
The hell? We traded a lot. Oh, God. Jesus. We traded a lot to pair Paul and Kawhi. And in exchange, that sentence could have gone a lot of different directions. In exchange, was it worth it? Not really. No. In exchange, we had 5 seasons of contention. This is so sassy, dude. This is so sassy. It's hilarious. Even though we fell short of our ultimate objective, we appreciate the chances we had with Paul. This is genuinely so sassy. Heading into this offseason, our roster was constructed 3 great players, 33 and over, 2 of whom could become free agents. We wanted to retain them on contracts that would allow us, under constraints of the new CBA, to continue.
Why are they talking about the CBA and their ages?
Because they know their fans are going to be like, what the hell just happened?
Yes.
We negotiated for months with Paul. I mean, to lose Paul George for nothing is actually insane the more I think about it. Wow. Wait, what was the extension that got signed before we went live, you said?
Jalen Brunson.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jalen Brunson took a huge ass pay cut.
Are you fucking joking?
Yeah, you can go look at it on Twitter now. Woj.
That makes me sick. I don't want to look at it. Brunson, what could have been? But we're fine. We don't need you.
Home yums.
We negotiated for months with, did I read this? And his representative on a contract that would make sense for both sides, and we were left far apart. The gap was significant.
The gap, by the way, from Paul George's mouth, was the difference between 3 and 4 years. That was the gap.
That's a massive gap, in my opinion, if I were a player.
I mean, the gap for them, but it shouldn't be a big gap for them. 1 more year.
Yeah, I know. If you're the Clipper, I'm like interested what the decision on the Clippers part was, because it's like, what's your other option? Could you not, in a worst case scenario, trade Paul George a year into this if it's really bad? The gap was significant. We understand and respect Paul's decision to look elsewhere for his next contract. We explored an opt-in and trade scenario, but it would have left us in a similar position under the new CPA with very little asset value. We will miss Paul.
At the same time.
At the same time. Oh, my God. Dude, this is brutal.
At the same time is killer.
At the same time, we're excited by the opportunities we've now afforded, including greater flexibility in the new CBA. Is all they did sign? I mean, God bless them. I love Derrick Jones Jr. Is that all they did?
Derrick Jones Jr., Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh, God. That's disgusting. Kevin Porter Jr., man.
They lost Tice and Plumlee, so they have no backup center anymore. Remember when they were like, we have backup centers all over the world.
You see, I'm such a sicko. What team is Plumlee on?
I can't remember.
Plum Dog Millionaire? Go somewhere interesting? Okay. We will miss Paul at the same time. Kawhi is an All-NBA player, and we believe Ty Lue is the best coach in the league.
Plumlee went to the Suns.
Oh, that's actually a little interesting. We will field a highly competitive team this season, and moving forward, use our organizational advantage to bring top talent into Intuit Dome. See, and that's actually a part that shocks me.
Yeah, that's tough.
Is
just
that
give them the money?
Yeah, they're going into a new stadium next year.
Less. Teams are so scared of that.
Can I
second
address
apron.
chat real quick? Slightly new. Grimes' reaction gave it all away. Yeah, I was here, dude, when the
He was
Grimes
here when
trade
the Grimes
happened.
trade happened.
I was here, and I did a Locked On episode with it.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, welcome back, chat.
He legit thought Bogdanovic was on the Mavs.
Yes, that was very. I thought Paul George was on the Thunder. Like that was a full 10-minute bit.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
I fully believe that happened. What is Dennis with Junior still?
I wish you could see the look in his eyes, chat.
Is he still free agent?
Still free agent, Dennis Smith Jr.
All right, I'm interested in that. Who the fuck is that? Oh, Dennis Schroeder.
Still in the Nets.
All right,
Who put these logos next to them?
me. These are my predictions.
Oh.
These are my predictions, and you see what I'm talking about and how I'm a sicko. Hold on, let me open this. All right.
Well, 32 gave you $2 and said Dwight Powell got hit in the face against USC. He did. He also locked down Joel Embiid a couple possessions.
That's what I'm talking about. International.
It's very real
Thanks,
thing.
well.
But he did get hit in the face, and I think his nose started bleeding.
Well, aren't you? Aren't you London? London. Aren't you British? Just went to your incredible capital, London.
Still
with the
on
Nets.
the Nets.
Bogdan. That one got me.
That was nuts. I can't believe he's still on it.
Okay, I'm a little bit surprised he's still on there. I guess
Hawks did zero things.
in my brain, like offseason is over, but there's still so much time.
Still a couple things.
There's Flores with the 10 gifted.
Shout out.
Shout out Flores. Let me see if I missed any. I'll get to all of these in a bit. I want to go through all of these just because I am a sicko and I want to know all of this. DeJounte, we already know, was on the Pelicans. Yeah, okay, I got that right. BI, still time. Still time. Zion, still on the Pelicans. That'd be funny if I actually forgot Zion. No, he got traded.
I don't think there's any big ones I forgot.
CJ, still on the Pelicans, I'm guessing.
Still on the Pels.
So where did Jonas go?
Washington Wizards.
What? Wait, okay,
How much money do you think he got?
Well, I have to say, before I left, the Rashawn Holmes extension hit, and I was like, what the fuck?
That one was wild.
Do we have any did they think it was the wrong player? I'm being serious. That's a possibility in my brain.
That contract made zero sense to me. This one, a little more sense. But
I'll guess $15 million a year.
3 year, $30 million.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
Did not want to go to the Lakers.
Well, here's Naji Marshall, newest member of the Dallas Mavericks, baby.
The knife.
Yeah.
The knife.
All right. Love that. Miles Bridges still on the Hornets? Man, look at all
He
these.
did re-sign 3 years, 75.
Whoa. Really?
Right? Did I read that right? Now you're making me rethink it.
That's way more money than I thought.
3 years, 75. Correct.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit surprising. London Hoops, $4.99. Happy birthday, GOAT. It's not Nick's birthday.
Oh.
Did you get sunny London or gray running London? Oh, every place I went to on this trip, and I'll talk more about the trip tomorrow, but every place I went to on this trip was cold and rainy. And when I mean cold, I mean cold. I walked outside in Amsterdam at 6 in the morning because I was up. I could see my breath. It was insane.
He was spitting hot fire takes.
It was, yeah, that's true. LaMelo,
Melo is still in the Hornets, yep.
Dodo, that breaks my heart, man. Brooklyn,
Still
trade
on
this
the
man.
Nets.
Or buy him out.
Brooklyn.
Did the Cavs do anything at all?
They did re-sign Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, nice.
Good for them. He's still in the Cavs.
Yeah, I had that as a trade. Okoro?
He's also still in the Cavs.
Was he restricted or did they work something out with
Can't
him?
remember where they got him back.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell still.
All right, all these guys.
Jared Allen's still in the Cavs.
Malik Beasley, where did he go?
Nowhere.
He's still a free agent.
Still out there.
Interesting.
You know who else is still out there? Did you do Gary Trent on this one?
Yeah, he's
still out there.
Oh, okay. That's
his agent screwed him too.
Wow, the mid-level is interesting.
Yep.
There might be an immediate change to this.
It was tough.
Brook Lopez didn't get traded?
Still in the Bucks. Bucks have done almost nothing.
All right. Bruce Brown, did he get traded?
Nope.
Okay. What the fuck's going on north of the border? Did they bring back Kelly O?
I can't remember. I haven't seen him signed anywhere. Was he a free agent?
Yes, you see, this is how my brain operates. Paul with the 2. Nick helping with the dancing.
That's great.
Got to up the vibes in here. Paul with the 5. The Grimes trade wasn't official until recently, so it was still up in the air. Also, Klay signed a trade as a 6-team trade. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the Klay Thompson thing ended up being a 6-team trade, the biggest in NBA history as far as teams.
Wait, Beasley to the Pistons. Oh, Malik Beasley went to the Pistons.
No, he did not.
That's what people are saying in the chat. Unless that just happened. Thoughts on Lauri Markkanen?
You're correct. You're correct, Chad. I was wrong.
Okay,
Good
there you
job,
go.
So now they have Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, and Malik Beasley. So
Dude, that is disgusting.
we have two Tim Hardaway Juniors.
That is disgusting.
And forward Tim Hardaway Jr. Jaden Ivey is point guard Tim Hardaway Jr.
Guys, I left 2 Saturdays ago, so I knew about the Mikal trade. I knew about all of these.
Yeah. It's free agency he didn't know about.
Yeah.
He honestly did not. You were very shocked.
I know it's I do understand it's hard to believe because I thought it would be much more difficult than it was. Like that's what I thought. It really wasn't the moment that it all started.
It's also Slightly's birthday if you're on the fence about giving money.
You don't have to give money. Wendell Carter didn't get traded.
Nothing.
He was a free agent, wasn't he?
Back to the Magic. He also got in the Bronny discourse after the draft. He got accused of being a nepo signing.
I did hear that, and I was like, dude, Mo Wagner was
he's
like
actually good, guys.
Mo Wagner was like really good last year.
He's not Thanasis.
Well, that makes me wonder what type of contract did he get? I kind of want to say that happened before I left. Sounds like it did. CSBS, thoughts on Lauri Markkanen trade rumors? Is there some trade rumors?
He has gone nowhere, but there have been rumors.
They're ramping up?
Not many that have like.
I'm going to be real. If he goes to the Thunder, I'm picking them to win the finals. Full stop.
Oh.
Nick, 499. Miss you, Siley. Luka to Klay. Kickouts are going to feed generations. I mean, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. Paul with 10. I'm going to get to all the donations in a second. I promise. I want to go through these. What team was Goga Batadze on? I'm actually really intrigued by this.
He went back to the Magic.
Okay. Wow. It's on the Heat?
Hero's still in the Heat.
They didn't do anything, huh?
Heat did not do much.
Yikes. All the old guard. They're getting
all passed up.
They're getting passed up quickly.
The Warriors are like Steph, Draymond,
Buddy Hield, baby.
Guys, and that's kind of it.
Wiggins still on them?
They got DeAnthony Melton.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
Yep.
That's actually interesting.
Yep.
What about Wiggins still?
Wiggins still in the Warriors. We did Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin to the Sixers.
This was such a good pick in my brain. At least I got the Hartenstein one right. I just had Lou Dort here because
Luge Dort is still on the.
In my brain, it was like a storyboard thing where if I said Lou Dort was on a different team, it would mean that he was a big trade. Mm-hmm. What about Gordon Hayward?
He hasn't signed anywhere.
China?
Celtics makes a lot of sense. I think I get why you would put that together.
I only put Daniel Gafford here because whenever I did this, I saw a big Twitter discourse. I was like, I would trade Daniel Gafford.
I put Gafford on the list, my initial list of 50 players, and then I lowered it, and I was like, I'm not going to put Gafford on. I'm not going to do that to him.
Gafford would have you be like, what? I picked this right.
You nailed that one.
But this was when the Quentin Grimes trade rumors were hot. And it
happened.
Mo Bamba to the Clipper. Forgot Mo Bamba was it. Fuck, this one makes me sad.
Mo Bamba
again.
is on the Clippers.
Now I'm sad again.
They do have a backup center. You're right, Chat. No, that's right. They have This is a tough one. This is a tough go.
Damn. All right. Hey, almost though.
This was very
almost.
Close. He was in the trade that happened with the Warriors when he went to the Hornets.
Alec Burks. Oh, I thought
the Hornets at one, they waived Davis, but at one point they had Josh Green, Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and Davis Bertans.
Gross.
All the Mavs like discards.
So Maxey survived the trades.
Maxey survived free agency so far.
Okay. Well, I had.
He has not survived Mavs Twitter. I'll put it that way.
That doesn't surprise me. Are people on Mavs Twitter like, why the fuck is Dwight Powell still on the roster?
Yeah, all that. Yep.
All right.
There's still those out there.
Nice to see they haven't changed.
Until they saw him lock down Joel Embiid last night. Get hit
Hold on, it started to set in a little bit that Klay's on the Mavs. It started. Hold on, I gotta see what he looked like at the press conference. I gotta see, just with my own 2 eyes. It is pretty sick. I know. I'm kind of thinking it too. Oh, look at the smile. Did you take this picture, Nick?
No.
This is crazy. I hope this isn't one of those things where 10 years from now it's like on TikTok, like, you know, those compilations when you try to tell someone they're washed and it's like a compilation of players on different teams.
Chat, how wild would this be if I set this all up and I put this on Google and I was messing with them this whole time? How crazy would that be?
That would be pretty nuts. And now, actually, I'd be so impressed that I would not be mad. I would be so impressed. That would.
Ingram Petersky.
That would be like so impressive. It's like, dude, what do you like need to be operating at a higher level than this?
I planted it on Google. Put up fake Locked On Mavs episodes.
Oh, that would have been it. That would have been it. All right, so Chris Paul and the Spurs. I actually love that. I love that for a lot of different reasons. Okay, because this is when I thought that Paul George to the Warriors still made sense.
It does not. They tried, but there's no way they were going to get it.
All right. Well, Sixers were the obvious other destination, I think. Harden back. Tice
went somewhere.
My God, I'm such a sicko that I care about shit like this. It's hilarious. Bones Highland, did he get traded? I put him on no team.
Pelicans signed Tice.
Okay.
He is probably their only center.
What about Russ?
He's their only center. Russ has gone nowhere, but he's not going back to the Clippers. We know that.
We know that for sure.
We think he's going to go to the Nuggets. That's the big thing on free agency night, that he was going to leave the Clippers and go to the Nuggets, but it is not
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, Tice and the Pelicans, he's their only center.
Come on, Spence.
This could still happen.
I think it will.
He could come back home to mama.
I think he will. Come home to mama.
Come home to mama, didn't he? You were right on that one? You're right about that one?
Somebody said Batum re-signed, I think.
Batum went to the Clippers.
Wait, Batum's on the Clippers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's actually interesting. Wow. All right.
The Batum Battalion returns.
Wow. I thought Batum on the Sixers was a ton of was like a perfect fit. All right.
Lowry's back.
But the Splash Buddies.
Splash Buddies.
Oh, they're going to hate his guts.
Yeah. There's a lot of Warriors fans who are like, oh, Buddy for Klay 1-to-1 is like so equal. I'm like, phew.
They're going to hate his guts.
We're about to find out.
Wow.
All y'all.
I like that Oubre went back. That was kind of a sneaky one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, so D'Anthony Melton to the Warriors. I like that.
The Warriors, yep.
I like that. I don't know why the fuck I put.
Oh, yeah. Carolyn says Kyle Anderson also went to Golden State.
Oh, interesting. Kyle Anderson left.
Kyle Anderson, Melton, and
How are they pulling these off? Mid-levels?
without Klay and Chris Paul, they got under the aprons.
Wow, okay. Pistons, that's just so funny. He's back on the Pistons. That team is kind of gross.
Disgusting.
Malik Beasley,
Tim Hardaway Jr.,
Tobias Harris.
Cade just re-signed he got the max extension.
Good for Cade. Well-deserved.
Good luck, bud.
Going to be an incredible player in the league. Don't know if it'll be for Detroit, but it'll be for someone. And I hope it is for Detroit because I want them to be good. There's a lot of Detroit content creators who are very good at what they do, and I want them to be good.
Our boy Kuka Hill, Locked On Pistons, crushed it last year.
Yeah, I mean, what about Fontecchio?
Hector says talk more Mavs. So go back in the stream like an hour. So
I'll talk about whatever I want to talk about, Hector.
We talked all about their moves.
Is it Fontecchio stay?
Fontecchio back. So no, Fontecchio, Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr.
I actually like Fontecchio for them.
I know, but it's like they're all kind of the same guy in a way.
Beef stew?
Still in the Pistons.
Okay. I thought that could have been an interesting trade. Mia with the 20. Happy birthday, Sally. Cheers to both of you. Let's go, Mavs. I agree.
Is your dance back and forth or is it more side to side?
It's more of a boom, a little shoulder. I got to really be in the move, though, to be in the mood. Caruso, I was here for the Caruso trade.
Yeah, he was here for the Caruso one.
I was here for the Caruso trade.
That's why the Paul George back was insane.
Yeah.
Herder did not go anywhere.
Okay.
Davion Mitchell was part of the...
Yeah, I think I remember being... Yeah, he was a part of that salary dump that they did with Vesnikov to the... Was that Raptors? Yeah. Okay, I remember that one. Is Harrison Barnes on the Spurs?
He is on the Spurs.
Kuzma didn't get traded?
Kuzma is still hanging out on the Wizards.
All right. Oh, what about Tyus Jones?
Still in the Wizards. Still out there, right?
Okay, all right.
Agent.
All right.
He's still out there.
All right.
A lot of these guys are getting kind of screwed. Like the Gary Trent.
Did the Jazz do anything? They had cap space, I thought.
They didn't sign anybody good.
What the fuck do they got up their sleeves? That makes me a little bit worried that there might be a big Lauri trade in the.
They did sign somebody. They signed Johnny Juzang today.
Is he still?
He's
still kicking, huh?
I don't know anything.
Zach LaVine didn't get traded. The Bulls did nothing.
The Bulls got rid of DeRozan.
That's fine. They
lost Caruso.
Losing DeRozan is fine.
They still have Lonzo. They still have Vooch. Patrick Williams got a deal. They got Josh Giddey in the Caruso deal.
That's right, yeah.
Sold Javon Carter, who everybody was really excited about, and now Bulls.
Look, got the Drummond one right.
There you go.
Got the Drummond. Okay, Kyle Anderson to the Warriors.
The Warriors
surprises me.
That was pretty good.
I was here for the Diddy.
Yeah, he was here for this.
I streamed the draft, guys. So anything that happened prior to that, I was here. Obi was restricted.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy in the chat said Torian Prince left LA to go to the Bucks. So that was like the one.
God, it does nothing for me. Jalen Smith's on the Bulls.
What a player that we were all so disappointed to not get for the Mavericks, and then all the Lakers fans turned on him, and we were like, oh, you know what? That was actually pretty good.
I actually like the Jalen Smith for the Bulls. I like that. Them just why nodding it. Wow, shout out to the Magic. That's such a good signing.
That was a good one.
That is such a good sign.
All right, so we talked about at 6:23 this happens, like an hour and a half into free agency. Finally, somebody moves. Then at 7:11, Woj reports that Paul George is most likely leaving. 7:25, the note came out from the Clippers that you read, which is hilarious. 7:31, Chris Paul with the Spurs. That was the next deal. 7:42, Jonas Valanciunas to the Wizards. Then we waited an hour, Plumlee to Phoenix.
Wow, so it was a boring night.
Then nothing really happened. And then 2:30 a.m., Paul George to the Sixers.
What's up with the Paul George moves happening at 5 in the morning?
2:30 a.m. Central Time. So that was 3:30 a.m. Philly time.
That's what happened when he got traded to the Clippers. That
was a free agency night. Chat. If you were in Locked On Mavs with me, I was like screaming. You nailed that one. Good for you.
Yep. This one was a fit like a glove. I have a Thunder friend in my life who was like, no. I'm like, dude, this would be so good for you.
Them. Good move.
So good.
A lot of money.
Jerami Grant didn't really see it. Oh, I was just fucking around here. Actually, I'm seeing. All right, so wow, that's that. I mean, there's smaller stuff that I'll look at in a bit. Wait till slightly. Yeah, the Mavs made the finals. What? I was gone for that. Damn, dude. I can't. I
did go to the finals, which is like wild to remember sometimes.
I actually can't believe. Oh, Dario Saric to the.
What's your Josh Green cam?
Dario Saric to the. Yeah, we got to retire this one. Does this one even still exist?
Rip. Rip the Josh Green cam. That's tough.
It's a little bit sad.
But everybody on Twitter, all the media people I knew were like, oh, Grimes and Naji, those are really good pickups for the Mavs. Like all the media people were real into those.
That's a pretty good. Now I'm looking at all of these. Do I still have the Hardy cam on here? I don't think I do.
Well, I just saw the Josh Green one, and I was like, oh, we got to
I do still have the Hardy Green one, the Hardy cam.
Hardy's still on the Mavericks. Is not on the Summer League roster. I don't know if you thought that was going to happen. But
I didn't think they'd put him on there for the third.
It's Omax, AJ Lawson, Brandon Williams, Fudge.
Any, like, kind of surprising?
Mike Miles is on the Rockets Summer League, not in the Mavs.
Is there like a wait?
Greg Brown is not on the Mavs Summer League.
I'm saying like just around the league. Is there like a why is that guy on the Summer League team? Josh Giddey?
Walker Kessler played in the Jazz Summer League the other night.
What is going on with that?
With Keontae George.
Keontae doesn't surprise me that much. What's going on with
Walker Kessler played in the Jazz Summer League the other day.
What is going on with that?
Vegas one.
What is going on there?
Bronny scored like 4 points in his first Summer League game, and it was the front page of ESPN for the whole day.
Dude, the Walker Kessler situation is baffling to me.
Remember when we were like, oh, it would be great if Lively was just as good as Kessler, but maybe one day.
Yeah. Wait, Brandon Miller's playing for the Hornets?
Yes, yeah, he is, yeah.
Interesting. That's not that surprising to me, actually. Maybe like that's probably like a 1 or 2 game.
Rodrigo, the Hornets are cooking in Summer League. That's right, they are. They're destroying.
There's never a correlation ever. I don't think there's ever been one between actual success. Kevin Knox.
Well, there's a correlation between if you're terrible at everything and you don't look like you can play in Summer League, then you're probably cooked. But like Trae Young shoots bad in Summer League and you're like, okay.
Like not Dennis Smith Jr. Jaden Hardy's playmaking last Summer League was like, all right, what the fuck? This is not encouraging. But it weirdly ended up working out.
Chad, did I get him enough? If you're in the chat and you heard me lie to Slightly, did I lie to him enough? I was going back and forth because I didn't want to do it too much and ruin the stream and then like mess up his brain.
I mean, starting with the Paul George one was crazy. I believe that. I was like, whoa, what? Because I thought there was no way you would start with a lie of that magnitude. And I was just like, whoa, that is insane. But
yeah, we got to do the Jalen Brunson deal.
I'm trying to get the chat on the screen. All right, Jalen Brunson.
Jay Brunson back to the Knicks. Took a pay cut. Still making a butt ton of money. Yeah, it wasn't on his Twitter. It was
yeah, bring him up. In a largely, oh, wow. This is how he's starting the tweet?
This is tough for Mavs fans to read, I think.
Are you joking me? In a largely unprecedented financial concession to give full roster flexibility, New York Knicks star Jalen Brunson has agreed on a 4-year, $156 million extension. $113 million less. Wow. Wait, what even is that? 416, 40 a year?
Joe said the bogey lie was mean. It was.
Well, the bogey lie was crazy too, because I believe that.
I was gonna do Tobias and then I pivoted.
The Tobias one would have got me for sure. I would have believed it and been happy about it. Wow, I guess it just doesn't want me to pop up the chat, which is unfortunate.
It's on there. If you're watching on YouTube, it's there.
I know, but I usually have it up here, and it's nice.
It's fine.
Because I wanted to look at the super chats from earlier that I missed when I had it all muted. Because I don't want to miss them all.
Go through them all.
Well, I'm trying to get rid of this stupid-ass chat summary. Auto-generated. Get out of my face. There you go.
That's it. It's me versus the machines.
Dominic Patterson.
Actually, still have that one.
$9.99.
Here you go.
That's it. It's me versus the machines.
I can't believe we traded Lively for Capella in the 10th pick. What could have been, man? Braden, 20 months. No spoilers. So glad you did this. Love the idea. Thank you.
It was a great idea.
Braden, very much.
Well executed by you.
I can't believe it worked. I really can't. I thought for sure I was going to slip up.
I thought, so the one thing I did text you, you're going to walk off the plane and there's going to be a Klay Thompson pillar.
Well, Christian said that was Love Field.
Yeah, they have all the Dallas stuff at Love Field.
Okay, so that makes me feel better.
Remember the Grant Williams pillar? The Josh Green pillar they removed.
Oh,
Real quick.
That would have been interesting if I was looking like, Josh Green's missing.
If you knew that there was a Josh Green pillar
Like,
and
where's the
realized
Josh
it was
Green
gone,
pillar?
it's like in a corner.
No, I don't know if I said it on here or not, but I got an email from the Mavs that almost made me slip up.
Yeah.
That just said, welcome the new Dallas Mavs. That's all I saw.
Yep.
But that didn't spoil much because every team adds players. Like, that could have been anybody. The team's going to send that no matter who it is. So, my God, Flores was just going crazy. How many gifted do we have here, Flores? We have, Flores, member, 5 months, like the stream. Thank you. 10 gifted. Thank you, as always, Flores. And then actually we're caught up pretty well. So that works. Happy birthday, slightly. Grimes, greater than Green. Oh, we're already there, huh?
I was there the first day.
I don't think I'm there yet, but
I think his defense is going to be much better than Josh Green's.
I need to see.
And his passing and like extra offense stuff was always theoretical, but his point of attack defense was always like, oh, I just wish he would be better at that, you know? And then now you got Quentin Grimes, who is actually, we have proof of concept with Quentin Grimes, where he started for the Knicks for a year for Tibbs. He guarded the best player on the other team for most of the time. Like, we've seen proof of concept with him where he would not with Josh Green. That's where I am with Grimes. If anything, it'll be a little upgrade.
Okay. I'm a little bit surprised by the Klay stuff, to be honest with you.
Klay Thompson, Dallas Maverick.
That is definitely sick. I just read this one. Thank you, Hunter. Grimes just had a weird year, so I'm. If it's 2 years ago, I'm in.
Yeah, Grimes' year last year, he starts the first like 15 games or so, hurts his wrist, comes back, shoots 4 of 21 from 3.
Yeah.
And then after like a couple games or like a couple weeks, he gets benched for Dante DiVincenzo. Then he gets traded for Bogdanovic. And then he goes to Pistons and he is out with tanking muscle soreness.
Yep.
And then now he's on the Mavs. So
6 games with the Pistons in his whole career. Look at the Klay conference. Can I just do that at my own separate time? Aaron with the 5, slightly falling to his knees at the airport over missing Josh Green filler like they ended up playing another games. That's really what it would have been, dude. I'd have been so pissed if I got to, dude, Klay in front of the Mavericks stuff. I'm not going to lie to you.
The best part of the press conference was Naji Marshall gripping his jersey so tightly.
Wow. You know, Naji looks natural almost with the... I know it's because Klay's just
look at Naji Marshall gripping that jersey.
I know it's because Klay's been on the Warriors for so long, but something about this scares me. I'm not going to lie to you. Something about this image scares me a little bit.
Well, a lot of people compared it to Ray Allen on the Heat. But he's 3 years younger than Ray Allen on the Heat. So
Ray Allen was pretty damn good on the Heat.
He's more like Ray Allen on the Celtics, like, but in the middle.
It is sick, but it is like I can just envision.
How does it go wrong?
Klay shoots 34% from 3.
There's no way.
Just saying how it could go wrong. Klay shoots 34% from 3. He's washed on defense. But you know it's what, 18 million?
15 the first year.
This is really not the end of the
17
world.
the last year, so.
Naji is
Yeah, Mavs fans are gonna love him.
Oh, I'll be. I mean, I already am in on Naji.
He got ejected this year for fighting with Jimmy Butler, so that's all you need to know.
The more dogs, the merrier.
The knife.
Quentin Grimes. I just see this, and like my heart kind of tells me this could be one of the off seasons a few years from now. We look back, we're like, wow, we thought we were cooking.
Thought you were cooking.
We thought we were cooking. But also at the same time, it's like it fits the direction of the NBA.
It's also not, these are not like complete game changers. Even Michael Finley had a quote on the press conference that I was cracking up at the other day where he goes, even these guys, like they're not the end of the day. Like
I do have PTSD.
Michael
I do.
Michael Finley was like, that's a different series, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to answer all of our questions. That's not going to be the ultimate answer. These, adding these types of players, it's not going to be our answer. That's what he said. He was sitting right next to him, and he goes, adding these guys, not going to be our ultimate answer.
Oh, okay.
You're like, okay. So they're not bringing these guys in to completely change anything. They're just like little upgrades. If you think Tim to Klay is an upgrade, Derrick Jones Jr. to Naji Marshall could be an upgrade, Josh to Grimes could be an upgrade. And then you're like, all right, you upgraded 3 positions. If not, 2 out of 3 to me.
And even if
you're not going to go over 3 for upgrades on that.
And even if you want to say maybe Josh Green's better than Grimes, which I think I would do. He just had such a weird year last year. Or Derrick Jones Jr. is better than Naji Marshall. It's not like it's a gigantic gap between those two. Like it's just marginal at the end of the day. Okay, was there any like crazy rumors or smoke that came out where everyone's like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? Like, is there a player who currently is in trade rumors that's a little bit juicy?
I don't think so. Chat and remind me if there's anybody that stands out.
So is the Lauri smoke heavy? People keep saying him.
Lauri is like, the Jazz are sitting there going, all right, we could trade this guy, but we really don't have to.
Lauri to the Warriors? How would that even work?
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. Like, the Warriors do have some picks. They have control of a lot of their picks.
Dude, if I'm the Thunder, he's not getting traded to another team besides me.
The big story the last couple of days, Jaylen Brown not getting on Team USA, and then Jaylen Brown tweeted a couple of the monocle emojis, and then he said, at Nike, is this what we're doing? That's what he said.
Wow, and his teammate got on the team.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Some Tyus Jones news.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, this is what a slightly biased stream entails. The Clippers are interested in acquiring Tyus Jones via sign and trade.
Stop it. How are they going to get him?
That would be kind of interesting. Off the bench, though? If I'm him, I'd rather go to like...
imagine being an aggregator on Twitter.
So the Magic not get a point guard?
Nope. I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, KCP. It's pretty good.
That's
imagine
great.
Suggs and KCP trying to score on them.
Yeah, that's a great signing for them. Great signing. Current rumors, Lauri will sign an extension to be traded during the season. Okay. I don't see the Warriors at all. Makes no sense to me.
Melton, Kyle Anderson, they're young guys, Wiggins, Draymond.
I'm
Steph.
saying in a Lowry trade.
I
I don't see how they could get to the pieces. I'm going to be real. If I'm the Jazz, you're not getting him.
You do Kuminga and a couple picks?
Yeah. Well, with the two, it's slightly going to Mavs Media Day in an unblocked shirt.
I would love to get you to Mavs Media Day. That's
not my Woj bomb. If there's not a Woj bomb, you're getting banned. We get confirmation on a Woj bomb. If you know.
Wait, hold on. Go back to that. Go back to that.
I don't know.
Am I Butcher?
I don't watch The Boys. I don't watch The Boys. Is this good or bad for me?
I don't know who the guy on the left is. I haven't seen the new season yet. I started watching Gen V, and I got to the point where the kid got his thing exploded in the dorm room, and I was like, you know what? There are better things to do with my time right now.
I don't have any desire to watch the show, to be honest with you.
It's real gross.
That's a little too much for me. Trey Murphy, he's still on the
Pelicans.
Still on the Pelicans. I'm not gonna stream this summer. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm hitting a fucking wall. Like my body clock. It's like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. right now.
I am butchering the analogy. Cool. Okay.
So I
can't say his catchphrase on the.
Forgetting about Frank is why is there a slur in it? That show's
it's the C word. That's like his.
Oh, cock.
Other one.
Oh, okay.
The innie.
That's honestly, anytime I see a clip from that show, it just feels so try-hardy to me. But I get that's the appeal.
Well, the whole point is that it's like if superheroes actually existed in real life, how corrupt would it be? Like, yeah,
very corrupt.
Be
it's
about
probably
like this.
very,
people
very
would
realistic.
explode people and then be done.
I watched Madam Web on the train today, or plane. I wish I was on a fucking train. On the plane today, chat. I just wanted to see how bullshit it was and to see if it was really as bad as people were saying. It is actually the worst movie in the history of movie telling, in the movie medium. It's by far the worst. I feel like I actually feel like I could right now, in the next 3 months, whip up a better movie. And I'm not kidding. I actually believe it. Contendo, $199. What about Trey Murphy? I already read that.
He's on the Pelicans.
I already read that. Oh, yeah, I need to watch the House of the Dragon episode, so no one spoiled that for me either.
I've watched none of that.
Okay, what was I about to look up? All right, I need to see. So the THJ trade was a 6-team trade?
No, the Tim Hardaway Jr. was Grimes and a couple picks. The Klay one was the 6-team.
Okay, the Klay one was a 6-team.
It's just like a bunch of BS, like cap.
I know, but I always like seeing them. Who's all involved for weird reasons. I want to pull it up and just see. Somebody surely has to have a nice, concise. Is there going to be an easy way to find this? Oh, so Kyle Anderson was involved in it?
Yeah, that's probably how they got them. Yeah, Warriors.
Oh, this is the first ever 6-team.
Yeah, that's what I said. The biggest trade in NBA history.
Oh,
team-wise.
Mavs PR. Someone said, look at this one. I can't just click on it. Bleach Report, I love you. Love you. Invite me back soon. But let's make this a little bit
I did Bleach
easier.
Report while you're gone.
Oh, nice. How'd that go?
It's fine. Talked for 30 minutes.
The Dallas Mavericks announced today they have acquired 5-time All-Star Klay Thompson. I mean, what is this?
Just pull up the Mavs PR Twitter.
Okay. Jack's Portal, what are your rankings of teams in the West? I'll have to, again, tomorrow I'm going to stream again, and we're going to sit down a little bit and just kind of really look at it, because right now I have no fucking idea, man.
Literally just learned all the moves.
And I'm going to have to process my brain like, okay, which one was a lie again? Like, I'm going to have to be like, wait,
didn't he say Bogdanovic went somewhere?
So Bogdan is not on the Mavericks? That one got me too. Because it was like, surely he's not lying about this. Like, why would he lie about this? That one did seem real, and I was pretty hype about it.
Sorry, Mavs fans.
Bol resigns with the
There you
Suns.
go. That's a good graphic right there.
Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see it. All right, so the
Good
Mavs.
job, Mavs PR.
Oh, the Mavs get a second in this.
They did.
And they traded it again?
No.
Okay, nice.
But they did. They sent their 2031 essentially to the Sixers.
Okay, 2031 pick swaps. So they just get a couple picks and some cash.
That Reggie Jackson trade you hated went into the.
Oh,
too.
All right. So Kyle Anderson and Buddy Hield. Okay. Cash for the Nuggets. All right. Josh Green, Reggie Jackson, in a couple seconds. Josh Green, that was kind of interesting. That's crazy to me that Josh Green's is not on the Hornets now.
Imagine a 6-team trade and he might be the third best player.
And the Sixers get a second-round pick. So most of these teams in here are just in here for shits and gigs.
That's correct.
So, all right. 3 teams in the 6-team trade are literally not getting a player back. One of them is basically getting nothing in Denver. Hornets won this trade. I mean, yeah.
Mavs got Klay Thompson. They got the best player in the deal. So
They did, but the Hornets got Josh Green for nothing. I mean, I'm sure some of these seconds are theirs, but you can get a player like Josh Green for nothing. Like,
it's good. It's good business for the Hornets for sure.
yeah, why not?
Those are the things they should be doing.
That reminds me, I don't know why, but this reminds me of when the Wizards got Mo Wagner for nothing, and it ended up kind of being pretty good. Mo Wagner and some, it was Isaac Bonga too. And I remember this is at a time I'm like, dude, watch out for Isaac Bonga. Watch out for
All the
him.
Lakers fans were so high on him.
Watch out. And then he gets traded, and they're immediately like, no, he was actually shit. That's what's going to be with Jalen Hood-Schifino. God bless him. He's got to be on Summer League, right?
I can't. I don't have all the.
That's not relevant. You don't have to pull up your iPad. That's not relevant information, really.
You want all the Summer League rosters up there? You want to go through those?
Yeah, let's knock those all out. Well, all right, guys. I think I'm content here.
You're up. You've been updated now. You know everything.
I've been updated. I'm gonna read through some stuff. And then again tomorrow, I'm gonna go live again, and we'll really sit down and talk about it like one big happy family. I'm not about to scroll my Twitter feed on here. I've just missed it though. Pardon me. I did miss it while I was gone and out and about.
Tap back in.
But now I feel good to be back on the cesspool that is Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. I missed the toxicity. I missed all of it. Big Baller with the 10. Great show today. Thanks to both of you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Nick told me there was a lot of you that didn't believe in me.
That's correct.
Edie with the 3, and that makes me a little upset. No, I get it, though. I actually didn't think. I don't want to watch the press conference right now, guys. I'm going to be honest with you.
Watch it together. It was very boring. Like
I was about to say.
It's a very boring, like, sit and watch.
The press conferences do next to nothing for me. I'll just see some clips here and there, but...
Go watch Locked On Mavs. I broke down both sets. I broke down Klay Thompson, and I broke down the Naji and Quentin Grimes. I played clips, all the stuff you need to hear.
Yeah, go check that out if that's what you want to see. I'll check it out. I'll give you a good little download and listen.
This guy.
What I miss most actually is podcasts.
You want to do a Locked On Mavs right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Say
Sure.
yes and lie, and then we'll go.
Yeah, let's do it. Nick, where can I follow you on Twitter? Oh, am I being a bad host?
No, it's at Nick Van Exit. It's fine.
Just assume everyone knows. You guys even know where to follow me on Twitter? I'm back. Do you guys like my scheduled tweets? Those are all scheduled.
Those are
Boys, it's funny because I had quite a few Klay to the Mavs
Yeah, you had
tweets.
some Klay to the
So
Mavs ones.
I have to feel. Let me look at mine.
You did, like, the day after, tweet it with Derrick Jones Jr. highlight video. It was really funny.
Oh, man. All right, let's go.
So your scheduled tweet?
This was the first one. Wait, no, it wasn't. This was the first one. I thought I did a good job explaining it, but it was brought to my attention by some of the friends we were on the trip with who were monitoring my Twitter but don't really give a fuck about basketball at all, that some people were confused by this concept, which, come on, guys. Who's spamming me right now? I have an idea, and if it's true, goodbye. You've lost your privileges. 2 hours in free agency, I can feel the good vibes. Well, from what Nick read off, nothing happened at all. 2 hours in free agency.
Nothing.
This is a schedule. Oh, this had probably had some people feeling like
That one really, like, I think I quote tweeted that one. It says he knows.
This one probably had some people. I have to tell you, this was these were all scheduled the night before I left. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. I don't even remember what I said in this video. What the fuck was I
One of
talking
these
about?
rumors that
Insert player name here.
might get traded. I hope.
Insert team name here.
Okay, this is just so stupid. I forgot what that one was.
That's like when 30 Rock did the when that Lindsey Vonn did the
Really
gold medal
enjoying
at the
Amsterdam,
Olympics.
knowing Dallas Mavericks got Klay Thompson. All right. I could see how some people maybe thought that I didn't know. Paul George went to the Warriors. I really thought that was going to happen. But I felt so stupid because right before I got on the plane, it came out that Chris Paul wasn't getting the
Everybody
option.
thinks the Warriors always do these huge things they never do.
Well, it kind of made sense this time because they had that
Except
Chris
for the-
Paul.
Ever since the KD thing.
They had that Chris Paul huge trade chip. I thought this was so funny in my head. I was laughing so hard at myself for making this. I was just so proud of myself. Big trade will happen in the next 24 hours. I'm assuming that didn't happen.
July 7th. Where are we at? Well, no.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
And ironically enough, it's him against the Clipper. I could see how, if you were a skeptic, this might look. What a play. Boom. I don't know about that fit. They don't have the playmakers to set him up.
Harden.
Harden, that's right. Forgot about James Harden. Sorry.
And KBJ.
Oh, God.
That's a tough one.
Jesus. I'm not opening up my DMs, guys.
They have
God
Kai
knows
Jones.
what's in
They
there.
have KBJ.
Oh, I forgot they picked up Kai Jones.
I don't think he's on the roster.
Right now, I'm being honest with you. If this is you, I'm blocking you on Twitter. And I'm not kidding. That'll be it. 7 months, Connor. Happy to celebrate 7 months of delusion. I love it.
Love it.
Chris Dunn to the Clippers. Why were so many people so hyped about Chris Dunn's free agency? You want to know what it was?
Point of attack.
It was all Suns fans who were like, here's our options. Mario Hezonja, Chris Dunn,
They got Mason Plumlee. That's
Bobo.
pretty good.
And they're like, all right, I guess Chris Dunn. All right. Yeah.
Monty Morris and Mason Plumlee. Those are pretty good pivots, but
That's not the worst.
I feel like they're just.
That's not the worst. How is my beautiful Copenhagen treating you?
There is a video of Klay on the Mavs Twitter shooting in the practice facility.
Oh, all right.
That'll do something for you.
That one's going to take some time to set in, I think.
It is wild looking.
Like, that one's going to take some time to make. Is it just Mavs?
Dallas Mavs.
Am I blocked?
I hate search on Twitter. It's
I know.
so
It's the
annoying.
shittiest thing in the world. Am I blocked by them or something? No.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. No, but I know. Or I met Becca. She's cool. She still runs it, right?
She does.
Well, let's look at the Summer League squad, huh? Boom. All right. Jazz Gortman. God bless them.
Got nothing.
Good luck for these guys, man. Don't know who any of them are.
Melvin.
There's our boy, Melvin.
Okay, go back to Melvin. Jared Dudley, first day of practice. He's kind of a point forward. Talking about Melvin.
Okay. Oh, Dudley's safe.
Dudley stayed.
No, Casey? Sweeney?
Sweeney stayed.
Okay, nice.
A lot of people were saying I should tell you that he went somewhere else, but he got close with the Pistons, and then
who'd they end up getting?
Happy for him. JB Bickerstaff.
Huh, interesting. Okay. Hope Denmark was Copenhagen was cool. I probably wouldn't go back. It's a smaller city unless I needed to. But it was a beautiful city, though. Don't get me wrong. It just sucked because everywhere we went, the weather was cold and rainy. Literally everywhere we went.
Oh, there's another summer league. You want to go through the rest of the roster?
No, I don't really want to.
Luka Espys.
Okay, so can you give me a breakdown? Oh, he won best player?
Best player in the NBA.
Oh, nice. Do they put that on the
it's the only thing about the Espys I know, to be honest.
basketball reference page?
They should.
Is there are they all practicing right now?
The summer
league guys.
Highlight tape still.
This feels surreal.
Luke will throw crazy passes, but I still have not seen the passes
Jason Kidd
made that Jay Kidd used to make to this day. And just learning from a Hall of Fame talent like that, someone who I really grew up idolizing
just
and
looks so
appreciating
bizarre.
his game and his athleticism. He just has a mind for basketball, and I know we're all excited to play for him. Like, I'm just excited to ask him what it was like to guard Michael, then guard Kobe, and I got a lot of questions for him, really, because I grew up watching that whole era.
Kind of piggyback off Klay said, like, I mean, Jason Kidd, number
Naji
one,
kinda
number
fits
two,
like a
just to
glove.
be able to learn
Quentin
from
did not get the
Jason
white
Kidd
shirt
every single day is unbelievable honor.
I
I'm
didn't
so
know much about
excited.
Quentin Grimes, but he, from what I've seen from his social media, seems like an out there guy. From his TikToks. We finally have a Zoomer TikToker on the team. I don't believe we had one before.
I don't think so either.
I think Hardy would have fit that, but just not in his bag.
No. Keep going. There you go. Look at that one.
Kind of looks like Seth Curry.
Look at that with the banner in the background. Ash. Doesn't need a rim. Doesn't need a rim.
This reply. It is a little sick, I'm not going to lie. The first Klay 3 in a game is going to be kind of crazy.
The finals. The first Lively 3 in the finals.
I will say, I'm not surprised, but I thought there was a chance Lively could play in Summer League. But
He's there. I know he's there right now.
oh, he's just with the team?
Yeah, one of the lockdown people said he walked by him and said, damn, it feels weird to be back here. He's in the building.
I figured he wouldn't, but I thought there was maybe a chance if they wanted him to like
He
really.
just played in the finals.
I know, but maybe really expand his offensive game. Did you watch?
I guess Walker Kessler did just play in the Jazz.
Yeah, that whole situation is so bizarre. Did you watch the England-Netherlands game in a pub? I did. Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Say, playing against these two,
That's a good one.
that's why they're here. Not because it's pretty, because they lock up, they're willing to do the dirty work, and I've got against both them, so we're going to have some battles in practice. I'm excited about that.
Definitely. That's kind of my MO.
I will say it looks like Klay's happy. There, it doesn't look like there's like
Klay was happy.
Yeah, I'm off the Warriors now. It looks like
Although Klay did talk about bringing his boat over
toughness,
here.
defense. So
Lake Levon,
We got some bad news for you.
Lake
bud.
Louisville. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
one of the things I bring to the game, and something I love to do. So
Like, I'm happy
you
anytime I'm
said,
in
you know,
water. It's like, oh,
That's
go,
kind of
go,
what they.
no.
I hope you have a
use
pool,
to do
buddy.
What they got
no.
this year, and I'm just here to pick up whatever slack they lost or just add to.
Yeah, same thing. Just reiterate what they said. Just coming in.
See what I'm saying? You guys want me to sit there and watch this? Everyone's like, yeah, I'm just trying to make plays. The next guy, same. Just trying to make plays. Next guy, yeah, really the same thing. They just said, I'm just trying to make plays. It's like,
Read between the lines.
guys, I have jet lag. I'll be asleep within 2 minutes. Aaron, 20 months. Glad to see you back slightly. I'm happy to be back.
Me
And that was
too.
kind of my calling
Really
card
am.
coming in.
I enjoy streaming a lot.
Coach Sampson kind of, you can't play defense, you're not going to be on the floor. So playing for Tibbs as well, too. If you don't play defense and scrap and fight for every 50-50 ball, and now I go on the court. So that's what I try to do from day one, and I'm going to still do it till I can't play the game anymore.
Oh, they got the little Polaroid camera.
Yeah.
That's horror right there.
They've been loving that. He's like glowing.
I got a photo dump coming on Instagram from a digi camera. What'd you think about it? Amsterdam? Loved it. Again, probably wouldn't go back again unless I needed to. That was my second time being there, though, to be fair. London, loved it. Could live there. Could visit there for 6 months. It's the greatest city on the planet.
It's the best food you ate while you were gone.
A sandwich spot in Amsterdam was really fucking good.
You started with a sandwich?
An Italian spot in Copenhagen was incredible. An Italian spot in London was incredible. A steak spot in London was incredible. London has great food. The thing is,
it's not theirs.
Yeah, exactly. English food is utter shit. It's trash. But the food there is incredible.
Much like their museums, most of it does not belong to them.
That's very, very true. That's very true. Outside of the Tower of London, which is very cool, and it is very English-centered.
Yeah, I went 2 years ago. I had good fish and chips there. That's theirs.
True, fish and chips is fine, but...
The best fish and chips, though, I had was at the pub that Ted Lasso was filmed at.
I've been to that pub.
That was great.
I've been to that pub. London is expensive as shit. Everywhere's expensive as shit, man. I'm sitting... I was there talking to people, like, this is how much I pay for it. I'm like, that's like $200 more than I pay. It's just like, everywhere is so expensive now. If you live in like a decently sized city. Why'd you go to North Europe this time of year? Because I don't like 120-degree weather, believe it or not. And it felt great not being 120 degrees all the time. All right, guys. I think I'm crashing into a wall. I'm tired.
I got you.
Nick, thank you very much for coming on. This was great. This honestly...
This is fun.
This was fun. I'm happy we did this. It was either this or just do some real shitty iPhone reaction videos. I think this was good. You got me. The Paul George one really got me.
That clip is going to go pretty hard.
That really got me.
I need to go back and just look at your face.
What? I was like, huh? The Klay, and if some of my reactions feel subdued, the Klay to the Mavs things was a very real possibility for me. So that's why it's like, okay, so Klay's on the Mavericks. Like, it had been in my brain. I had thought about it. So when it happened, it happened. Did not think Derrick Jones Jr. would leave, so that was sad. Naji Marshall on the Mavs, was not expecting that one. What other ones threw me for a loop?
Bogdanovic.
The Bogdanovic one. I'm trying to think about
Caleb Martin really got you. That one was...
Caleb to the Sixers surprised me a little bit. Chris Paul to the Spurs. That one was shocking. But I would say there wasn't any big, like, whoa, what the fuck just happened moments, to be honest with you. At least in my brain. KCP to the Magic, I guess, but that always felt like a very real possibility to me.
Oh, yeah. There is a Kyrie and Luka song from Eminem. Just came out. I've not even listened to it yet.
Wait, what? Eminem?
Eminem dropped a song called Kyrie and Luka.
Is this song going to make me hate Luka and Kyrie by the end of it? I don't even know if I want to listen to it.
We'll listen to it off stream and we'll give our reaction.
Okay. All right, that's fair. No, I can't react to an Eminem song on stream. They would slap the band hammer down so hard.
He would make no money off of it.
No, I'd get copyright striked, I think. I don't even think they would fuck around with that. I think they would strike that immediately. Bridges? Oh, the Bridges contract actually is shocking.
That was tough.
What, were they in competition with somebody? You said the Clippers, didn't you?
You sound a lot like Bill Simmons right now.
Yeah, I am. Well, that's an interesting way to look at contracts, though. Where it's like, who are they negotiating with? Maybe the Clippers. I still think, dude, that got me really good. It's funny because you can probably hear Christian in the background too. He's like, "What?"
Looking back at his face when I was...
Dude, I think that was a great way to check out the Bulls Summer League roster. Is Josh Giddey on it? Dude, that was a great way to start the stream, I thought. It was. If it was like the Mavs or something, I would have been like, come on, dude. You got to be somewhat believable. But that was like okay. That's interesting. Oh. All right, somebody asked me to pull up the Chicago Bulls Summer League roster. Wait, what?
What?
Why the
How's Lonzo on this?
Wait, this is just their roster, dude.
Somebody pulled the wrong thing.
I was about to say, how is Kobe White on the Summer League team?
And Vooch was on it.
Oh, I didn't even see Vooch. Yeah, we're really trying to assess our team. We need to see more from Vooch. All right. Okay, Matas Bazulis, not sold on him at all. Garrison Brooks, don't know him. God bless him.
Andrew, bring in the fun.
Marcus Domask, kind of sounds familiar, but not really. 1998 rookie. Ugh.
Dumbass.
Marcus Dumbass. Henry Drell, 77. Get Luka's influence.
Julian Phillips back.
Nathan Knight.
Third year.
Mavs legend, right?
Mavs?
Nathan Knight, wasn't he on the team at some point?
I don't remember.
Julian Phillips, Darren Sebron, Adam Sonogo, Javante Smart.
Are you really doing this?
Yeah, what? Why are we reading this? It is
I
gross.
think they were just messing with you because the roster on the website is the actual Bulls roster.
That would be really funny if don't listen if it just has one little Kyrie reference and that's it. Not good of a song. Not sure why it's called that.
Oh, it's bad?
Is there like a feature on it? Like, is there a feature that makes some sense?
Is there mustard on the beat, ho?
Is mustard on that beat? Can I say an unpopular opinion?
You don't like that song?
Fucking, not only do I not like it, I hate it. I think it's the worst song to come out in years.
Mustard on that beat? Oh, wait. No.
I think it has ruined
Two
Kawhi.
Chainz is on it?
I do not think Luka and Kyrie when I think Eminem and 2 Chainz. I think more so along the lines of current James Harden and current Paul George. Or how about current James Harden and current Kawhi Leonard? Just like grandpas.
2 Chainz is Kawhi Leonard.
Every now and then you're like, oh, whoa, okay, that was cool. They're back at it. But most of the time you're like, this is kind of just sad at this juncture. So that's your worst take? I don't care. I hate the Not Like Us song. It's so fucking annoying to me.
This guy just tweeted, shout out to Slightly Biased. I know not seeing anything must have been tough. Excited for the show. I have bad news for it.
Yeah, you missed it. That's the beautiful thing about YouTube is you can watch it back.
You can watch it back.
And we weren't interacting with the chat really at any point, so you're not really going to miss much. Anyways, you guys can tell in my voice that I'm done. Been on so much, just ready to sleep. And then wake up tomorrow and watch some. Really excited to watch some old Quentin Grimes film. I've been looking forward to that during the trip at times. I'll just be sleeping and be like, can't wait to watch some old Quentin Grimes games just to really see what's going on there. What's really under the hood. Oh, you forgot Luka to the Suns, they said.
Oh, we were going back to 2018 and we get do-overs?
Yeah. Wait, I do want to hear. What was the FIBA vibe? Was it?
2/3 of Mavs fans that I interacted with were like, please just lose. Please just lose. Everyone just wanted him to lose.
So my mind, I've said this many times, I did not think he should have played in it, but obviously you're not going to tell him no.
Can't tell him no. He played like 40 minutes a game.
Once he plays in it, I want them to win. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to root for them, but it's probably for the best that he now has. This will be the longest summer he had, like longest time off he has in a summer.
Like 3 months?
I think in his career, or maybe outside of that rookie to sophomore year summer. So, and he needs it.
Last year was pretty long.
How did he look physical wise?
Same as the finals. He had triple doubles. He scored 30 in a game. Like, he had it, but then his shots were short and he was not shooting well.
Laboring a little bit.
Definitely.
Well,
He wincing.
hopefully he heals up.
They got destroyed by Croatia, and then Croatia got beat by New Zealand, and we were like, oh no, are they terrible?
Who's on Croatia?
Zubats, Hezonja, and
Those-
Dario Saric.
The thing is if you get into FIBA and you got a big bully like Zubats, you're gonna fuck some teams up.
6'9" Josh Nebo starting.
Yeah,
at
and
center.
Slovenia doesn't have a big.
And then Slovenia played Greece, and they got destroyed.
Yeah. I did not see them winning that at all. That's why I didn't really care that much if he went, because I didn't really see a world where.
Yeah, it's like, all right, let's see if they have some fun.
You sadly know about the Emirates Cup. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the hell that is. Hopefully that's it for Luka.
Let's look at the Pelicans Summer League.
Okay, I was about to say why. We go through all the rosters, and it'll just be this. Oh, that's the guy they just drafted, and then I don't know who that is. 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 Hector, 2 months. W stream guys. Colton, 24 months. You are the GOAT of Mavs YouTube.
Wow.
Thank you.
The Mavs are on YouTube.
True, the Mavs are on YouTube. There's a lot of great Mavs YouTubers, by the way. A lot of them. I feel like it's kind of a disproportionate amount. Maybe I just don't know because I'm not really looking at other teams, guys. All right.
I do. I look at other teams, and yes, you're right.
It does feel like it. And the Mavs stuff always does really well on YouTube.
Yeah, it does.
That's
why there's a lot of Mavs YouTubers.
We're just passionate. We care. That's why I've been trying for years to be like, hey guys, I'm an NBA YouTuber now, not just a Mavs YouTuber, but it's just hard to get out of that.
Mark Stein does that with his Substack too.
Yeah, he's like, guys, I know there's a lot of Mavs fans in here.
Just don't ask me Mavs stuff.
There's a lot of Mavs fans going on. Oh, Max plays in 24 hours. I thought they were playing already today.
I think they play tonight. Tomorrow night.
Okay. That's starting today, right?
Vegas started today. They play tomorrow night at 9:30 Central.
Well, my ass will be asleep by then. I guarantee you. No chance I'll be up. I'll check the score. Does the season change for the Mavs if it's like, Max averaged 26 points in Summer League?
That's one of the questions I've asked is like, can anyone change their spot?
Like, can Omax like shoot 43% from three and score 18 points a game and do some off the dribble stuff?
Dudley said he was looking like Siakam in practice.
All right, Dudley needs to chill out a little bit, dude.
He was Euroing.
Melvin Aginsa looks like a point forward. Like, let's calm down a little bit.
He's hyping up his guys.
I'm actually interested to see him because they say he's a draft and stash guy, but what if he's not?
He's big.
Aginsa.
Dudley said he's taller than him. Dudley's like 6'7".
Right. Interesting.
Big point forward.
If I don't end this now, I never will. That's just the reality. Okay. No transition, I guess. That's fine. I don't know what happened there. Doesn't give me any time to put my goodbye music up.
It's been fun. It's been good.
It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you for welcoming me into the Slightly Biased universe for the first time.
Thank you for coming here. I mean, I asked Nick if you want to do this. Immediately, he was like, yes. And I was just like, yes, I'll do it. That text said, I was like, would it make more sense if you just came to my apartment? He was like, yes, for sure.
I'll bring.
He brought all of his equipment. I am not a good host. I'm like, I only have one microphone.
I brought the audio.
He brought all this shit. We're just standing in front of a green screen right here. It worked. It worked. Give Nick a truly. There's no, you just showed him behind the curtain.
I was gonna leave.
Did Nick take the stairs up? My apartment does not have an elevator, which can be
I did take the stairs up.
50 flights. Just think about that.
I took my ounces of sickness pills.
People wonder how I have such big calf muscles. Now you know. That's every morning. Up and down, up and down. All right, folks. Thank you all for coming out. All the OGs, guys, I love you very much. New subscribers, promise you guys don't regret it. Donations, members, you never have to do that, but it helps you out tremendously. Makes you feel so good. I will be live tomorrow. Let's just call it 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And you'll probably be on Locked On Mavs tonight.
Okay, I'll do a Locked On Mavs. Yeah.
We'll do it right now. We'll do it quick.
Love you all. Thank you all very much for coming. Enjoy the rest of your night. Talk to you all tomorrow. What a fun stream, huh? This will be a fun one to look back on.
That was great.
All right, love you guys. Bye.